take one.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, McDonald's, The People's Bank, Hardee's, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Applebee's, Aero Safety, TJ Regional Health, La Nacional Restaurant, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Joe Myers, and Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow.
Playtime's over, boy.
Somebody got to be the victim tonight. Go! Go!
It's time to play
Game Day.
Let's get the game on.
Good Friday evening, everybody, and welcome here to Glasgow High School's Hank Royse Stadium for the first time this season as the Scotties play their season opening football game tonight against the Russellville Panthers. Home season opener, I should say, against the Russellville Panthers. The Scotties come in at 1-0 on the year. Glasgow defeated LaRue County in their opening game of the season on the road last week by a final score of 40-7. Russellville 0-1 on the season. They dropped a 2-point decision to Warren Central in their opening game on Friday by a final score of 8-6. Last time these two teams met was just last year on August 25th in maybe one of the hottest press boxes we've ever been in our lives. Last time these two met, but Glasgow won that ball game by a final score of 42-6. Heat will be an issue again tonight. It has been this week, but it has honestly cooled off enough tonight that we don't know that it's necessarily going to be an issue. We do know that it's cool enough that we will be able to start this game on time, so we're excited about that. When we come back on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, we're going to sit down with Glasgow head coach Jeff Carman and get his thoughts on tonight's matchup with the Russellville Panthers. We are back after a 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos, carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh, made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional, across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow. If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Welcome back here to Hank Royse Stadium. Joe Myers now joined by Glasgow head football coach. Welcome back here to Hank Royse Stadium. Joe Myers now joined by Glasgow head football coach Jeff Garman as his team opens up the home portion of the 2024 football schedule against the Russellville Panthers tonight. As we continue here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, I want to talk to Jeff about tonight's matchup a little bit and look back at last week as well. Jeff, it's been a hot week. Has the heat this week forced you guys to alter your practice schedule at all, or some of the things you can do in practice?
Well, we just moved, normally we've started school back this week, so normally we would go at 3 o'clock right after school. We have moved practice back to 6 each night, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going out at 6 o'clock at night. We're able to go in our gear and everything. I've shortened practice up just a little bit each day just to get them a little bit home and get them in bed. That first week of school is tough on your body. The kids, it'll fatigue you. It's fatigued me just being there all day long. So, that's just part of it. We're kind of trying to get into a routine here, get back in school, and that's some things you just have to deal with.
After looking back at that Russellville film, Jeff, having some time to digest that, have you picked up on anything specific your team did really well? Not Russellville, I'm sorry, the LaRue County film. Have you picked up on anything your team did really well against LaRue County, or maybe some things you want to see improvement in?
I thought we played well in all 3 phases of the game. I thought we blocked, we tackled, we took care of the football. We had 0 turnovers. We created 2 turnovers. As of right now, we are blocking and tackling and doing some fundamental things right. What we're doing is nothing earth-shattering as far as, we haven't invented any new plays or anything. We're just running some stuff and executing and taking care of the ball. It's how I see football, and the fact of, there's a lot of game planning that you can do, but you've got to do your fundamental stuff, and when you do that well, usually good things happen.
Your defense held LaRue County to just 54 rushing yards, 148 total, and to be honest with you, a lot of that came after you took your varsity defense out, Jeff. What allowed you guys to hold their running game in check so well?
It's just gap defense and tackling, being able to tackle in space, and it's very important. And, I've said all along, the secondary has a really good chance to be good. And we gave up one big long pass play to one of our kids that kind of rotate in there some. We want to eliminate big plays, but our secondary, when we tackle well, those guys can catch the ball, and so they're going to create some interceptions, and they don't miss too often on interceptions. And if you've watched a scrimmage so far and watched our games, so we've had 2 scrimmages. We played about 2 halves in each of them, and we played a game, and we've intercepted 5 or 6 balls so far already. So if someone makes a mistake, we have been able to make them pay, and our guys are good at catching the ball on that end. So that's a big plus. So when your secondary can tackle and play, it eliminates big plays. Now you just got to get your front 6 guys to get after the run game and really play to the run game and focus on that and try to be as aggressive as they can and swarm and run to the football.
It's hard to imagine a better first varsity start than what your quarterback Hudson Gum had. Jeff, the junior, was 14 of 16, 158 yards, had a touchdown, no interceptions. And not that Hudson lacked any confidence before the game, but to get that first varsity start under your belt and know that you played well has to be a confidence builder for him, I would think.
Oh, I would think so too. And it's just it's fun to watch Hudson, and I say that in this aspect of me just being an innocent bystander there, watching him during the game, just how much he's into it and how much this means to him and the opportunity that he's gotten and what he's doing with it. I know it means something to him. When your family has all played here and done this, you've grown up listening to this your whole life, it means something to you. And it's fun for me to sit back and watch him. He's done a really good job. There's some things he can, even with the numbers he put up, there's some things he could do better, but he did a lot of good things.
Your starting fullback, Kanan Allen, caught several passes out of the backfield last week for some decent yardage. Jeff, do you envision using the fullback in that manner in this offense, out in the flat, things like that?
Well, I mean, it's part of the offense, and it's something that Kanan does well. Kanan catches the ball. Not only did he catch 2 or 3 balls out of the backfield, he caught a post early in the game for about a 40, 50-yard play, or 25-yard play. Kanan's one of these really versatile players, and I like having players like Kanan on the team that he can do multiple things, and that affords you the opportunity to get into multiple formations, and that's what I want to do. And he's a key to all this. I'm just telling you, and how he plays and how he performs is going to tell me a lot.
You look at this Russellville team, Jeff, they're 0-1, had a 2-point loss to Warren Central in their opener. They have really struggled the last 2 seasons, only 3 wins over the last 2 seasons. Have you seen some improvement in this team when you watch them on film?
Well, we went against them in 7-on-7, and, there's no contact involved there. You're out there and in just a helmet, and, man, they got good-looking kids everywhere. They've got some length. They've got speed. They're good-looking kids, and we talk about the last 2 years, they've struggled. You're right, they have. But 3 years ago, they were playing up there in the state final. So what can you say? And who knows, they may get this thing turned around and be right back where it was. That was a senior team that they lost a bunch of seniors and they moved back. This goes back to the story I was telling earlier. It's to keep the consistency in these programs over a long period of time, just how hard it is. And when you lose 16, 17, 18 seniors, we've done that every other year for the last, since I've been here. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. And, Russellville they will get it back, and they will figure some things out. But they've got all the looks for a good football team, and they played a Warren Central. Warren Central looked improved from the other night. I think they've got a new coach this year, so it's some optimism for them. But it was a good game between the two, and we have to come out and do things right. And for us, our line for error is very marginal, and we know that, and we've got to come out and play and perform.
They used 2 different quarterbacks against Warren Central. Jarius Coleman, number 7, played the first quarter. Number 3, Hunter Hallman, played the second half, and Coleman played the first half. You guys, I know you kind of told me before we went on there here, you're not really trying to prepare for both of them. You just treat them as kind of the same player. But do they have different attributes in the way they play?
Well, 7's going to be able to look like his ability to scramble and play make with the ball is a little bit. 3's going to get the ball out of his hands, and it looked like 3 ran through the ball a little bit more. The right-hander, so one's right-handed, one's left-handed. The other one is going to run the football a little bit more and some things. He didn't throw it quite as much in the first half. Both of them threw a really, really good ball and looked like the receivers had some plays. They're a different style, obviously, and we'll have to make some adjustments to that. But when we go in, we're not changing our defense or nothing because one of them come in. It'll stay the same, but there are some tendencies and some things you have to be aware of.
Jeff, any injuries or anything tonight that's keeping anybody out?
No, I think we're healthy. Everything's good. We do have one player not going to be there. His brother's getting married. He's got a rehearsal dinner he's got to go to, and his brother played here for me. So, Garrison Page, congratulations. I wish you nothing but the best in your future, and other than that, we're all ready to go.
Good luck tonight, Jeff.
Thank you.
Scotty head coach Jeff Garman. When we come back on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, we'll give you the starting lineups for both ball clubs. We'll also have Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune join us. We're back on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show after this 3-minute timeout on WCOU Sports.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm Dan Fouch, branch manager at Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow. Our office recognizes that football and retirement share more similarities than you might think. The head coach, that's you. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your finances. A successful retirement happens with support of a financial advisor, and that's where the quarterback comes in. A quarterback and financial advisor both pay close attention to the details and make the correct adjustments so that goals can be met. Call our office and speak with a financial advisor who can help you execute the plays to win in retirement.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to Kentucky neighborhoods just like yours in Glasgow. Their extensive menu of delicious comfort foods has something for everyone to love. And Applebee's loves to support the community and cheer on the Glasgow Scotties. Remember to stop by Applebee's on any Scotties game night in your Scotties attire and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's, just off Happy Valley Road across from Walmart.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back here to the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. Joe Myers, soon to be joined here by Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribune. It is time now to introduce you to the starting lineups for both Russellville and Glasgow. These lineups are brought to you by TJ Regional Health. First for the Russellville Panthers, starting on offense, it'll be at left tackle, Landon Bibb, a 5'11", 280 junior. Left guard is Miller Bloodworth. He's a 5'9", 240 senior. At center, Alex Holden, a 5'10", 215 senior. Right guard, Sam Edge, a 6', 225 senior. Right tackle, Evan Edge, a 5'9", 215 junior. 4 wide receivers. They are Noah Stovall, a 6'4", 175 senior. Octavius McCage, a 6'2", 180 senior. LeBrian Norse, a 5'10", 175 junior, and Jacovian Temple Dickerson, a 5'10", 160 sophomore. The running back is Jamarian Gardner, a 5'10", 160 sophomore, and the quarterback, Jarius Coleman, a 6'2", 175 junior. Defensively for Russellville, the nose tackle is Cresson Woods, a 6'1", 300-pound junior. The defensive ends are Sam Edge and David Owens. Owens is a 6'3", 255 senior. Linebackers are Takayan Darden and Noah Stovall. Stovall, a 6'4", 175 senior, and Anthony Allen, a 5'8", 190 junior. The nickel back is Octavius McCage. The cornerbacks are Jamarian Gardner and Cadence Bertram. Bertram's a 5'10", 165 senior. Strong safety is LeBron Nurse, and the free safety, Jarius Coleman. Head coach for Russellville is Mikey Benton. He's in his 7th season with an overall record of 29-40. Here are the Glasgow starting lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health. On offense, at left tackle, it's Jordan Huffman, a 6', 270 sophomore. The left guard is Kavion Massey, a 6'1", 241 junior. At center is Parker McGowan. Parker is a 6'2", 344 senior. The right guard is Justice Payton, a 5'7", 220 senior. At right tackle, Logan White, a 6'3", 300-pound senior. The tight end, Grayson Bartley, a 6', 160 junior. At wide out, Jarek Martin, a 6'5", 185 junior, and Jalen Bradley, a 5'10", 140 sophomore. Fullback, Kanan Allen, a 5'10", 180 junior. The tailback, Cameron Bull, a 6', 167 junior. And at quarterback, Hudson Gum, a 6'1", 170 junior. Defensively for the Scotties, the nose tackle is Justice Payton. At defensive tackle, you have Kiavan Massey and Xander Contreras. Contreras, a 6'2", 215 junior. The linebackers are Trey Smith, a 5'10", 156 junior. Max Lee, a 6'1", 201 senior. And Brady Geary, a 6', 195 senior. The cornerbacks are Jarek Martin and Jalen Bradley. The left safety is Ryder Heller, a 5'11", 180 sophomore. Middle safety, Kellen Stone, a 5'11", 160 junior. And at right safety, Kanan Allen. Head coach for Glasgow, Jeff Garman. Jeff's in his 10th season here with the Scotties. He has an overall record of 80 wins and 30 losses. Glasgow assistant coaches are Blaze Talicki, Cameron Garman, Kevin Estes, Randall Parmley, Stephen Buford, and Tyler Hughes. And those are your starting lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health. And as we continue now on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, we bring in Larry Alexander and Bruce Trabue. And, of course, heat has been the story this week. The Scotties delayed their practices all week long until 6 p.m. each day. And for those of you who may not know, the KHSAA has done away with the heat index measurement to determine when they can start games and if breaks are needed and that kind of thing. They've gone to something called the wet bulb globe temperature instead of the heat index. And what that is it's a measure of heat stress in direct sunlight that takes into account not only the temperature and humidity as the heat index did, but this also takes into account wind speed, sun angle, and cloud cover. And so with what we have been told by Athletic Director Bailey Garman, heat is not going to be an issue for us tonight. Matter of fact, we've got a nice breeze blowing right now that's kind of cooled things off for us here. But Larry, that being said, it's still going to be warm, so you hope these kids have hydrated leading up to this game to prevent cramps tonight, because this is a prime example of when you could have a lot of cramps.
Yeah, we usually have a lot when in the first few games of the season when it's really hot. It's really cooled off a lot, though. The clouds are over the sun right now and the wind blowing, and it's not really bad right now. The coaches are going to have to be a meteorologist now to be able to figure things out, aren't they?
Yeah, you're right. But Bruce, the Scotties, of course, won their opener on the road last week at LaRue County, really at Elizabethtown against LaRue County, 40-7. The final score is really a strong opening game for them on both sides of the ball, I thought.
Yeah, I thought they had, we saw the scrimmage, and I thought they, improved quite a bit from the scrimmage to that first game, And, you know, with some young kids coming back, you know, that's what you hope for each week to get a little better. And, you know, by the time we get to the district schedule that they're playing at their best ball. And, you know, Russellville in the last few years has not been the team that they were. You know, this was always a good contest for us, a competitive contest. In the last couple years, that their numbers have been down, and you know, we've been able to, you know, handle them. But they look like they've got some good players on this team this year.
Some good-looking athletes for sure. Larry, you look back at that game last week, the Scottie defense held LaRue County to only 148 yards and just 7 points, and that touchdown came against the junior varsity defense. Defense also had a couple of interceptions, several pass breakups. I thought the secondary looked particularly good last week.
Yeah, they are. They're long and they're athletic, and they'll hit you, and they're able to figure out where the ball is, and they'll make some interceptions. They got some really good athletes in the secondary. So Jeff, I think he said they had 5 interceptions in the scrimmages, and then they had a couple last Friday night. So I expect the defense to be pretty good all year long, and if we can we got to stop the run first and then make them throw the football so we can get some interceptions.
Well, offense last week, Bruce averaged almost 9 yards a play, 8.9 yards per play to be exact, scored 40 points. It was the first time, at least in a game that counts, that we got a look at the new I formation the Scotties are running this year. Of course, they've still mixed in those spread concepts, but I thought it looked good last week.
Yeah, I like the way they ran the football, and you know, they'll put some misdirection in that, you know, with that spread offense, because you might see a receiver, you know, run a reverse or something like that. They're still going to try to, you know, deceive you. But you know, our skilled players, we've been very fortunate. We've got some good skilled players, and all of them will be back next year.
Cam Bull led the Scotties last week in rushing, 113 yards on just 11 carries, had 3 touchdowns as well. Really showed his skill set, Larry, his elusiveness and speed as well, and also showed he can run with some power.
Cameron's a good football player. He can do all the assets you need for a running back. He is. He got bummed up a little bit there in the first quarter, but he sucked it back up and got back out on the field and ended up leading us in rushing. He's a versatile player, too. He can catch the football out of the backfield, and he does some really good things.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap up our Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. When we come back, we'll look at Larry's keys to the game. We'll get the series record, talk a little bit more about the matchup. As we wrap up the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, we're back after a 3-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Reliable internet and great customer service? 2 things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, McDonald's, The People's Bank, Hardee's, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Applebee's, Aero Safety, TJ Regional Health, La Nacional Restaurant, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Joe Myers, and Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow.
Playtime's over, boy. Somebody got to be the victim tonight. Go! Go!
It's time to play
Game day.
Let's get the game on.
Justice Payton.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Glasgow High School's Hank Royse Stadium. We are a couple of minutes away from kickoff here as the two teams' captains are meeting right now at midfield, as you're getting a look at that on our YouTube feed. And we are live, by the way, if you're listening to us on the radio and you have access to an iPad, your phone, or TV, whatever, and you can watch us on YouTube. You're able to do that and listen to our broadcast at the same time. So we invite you to do that. Of course, you can go to WCLU's YouTube page, also the Scottie Channel YouTube page as well. So also, you can watch, if you have Glasgow Electric Plant Board cable, you can watch us live on EPB Cable 6 as well. We're on there as well. So lots of ways to tune us in tonight. Larry, what do you think about keys for a Glasgow victory in this ball game?
Well, it always starts with turnovers and penalties. We limited the turnover. We didn't have any turnovers last Friday night. We had 8 penalties, though, but they were for minimal yards. We jumped off sides quite a bit, so you got to eliminate those penalties. Don't turn the football over, and got to stop the run against Russellville.
What's the series record look like between Glasgow and Russellville, Larry?
Well, this is the 54th meeting between these two schools. The series stands 29-24 in favor of the Scotties. The first game came way back in 1941 as Russellville won by a score of 20-19 at Russellville. And, of course, the last meeting came last year, 223. Glasgow won that 42-6 at Russellville.
You are listening to WCLU Glasgow. Of course, if you don't have access to any of those ways to watch us, you always can listen to us on WCLUradio.com, also on 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. Scotties are in their Columbia blue uniforms tonight, or powder blues, however you prefer to describe them. They've got white numerals and the royal blue Scottie helmet with the Scottie paw on the side, each side of the helmet. Russellville in white uniforms tonight with black numerals and letters with a black helmet and a gold stripe down the middle.
Yeah, thank goodness. Those other white uniforms you used to wear had them gold numbers.
Yeah, these are much, much easier to see for sure. Russellville, we think, won the toss and chose to defer.
They did.
So Glasgow obviously has elected to receive this opening kickoff as Jalen Bradley, Cam Bull, and Jarek Martin will go back deep to receive this kick. And just about set to tee it up for Russellville is Alex Arnold. And Glasgow won this last meeting between the two schools last year, 42-6 over at Russellville, and we were all lucky to get out of there with that heat stroke.
Yes,
that press box was
press box
ridiculous.
In the world.
It had to be 115 degrees in that press box. Had windows you could not open, and there was no airflow at all in there, no air conditioning. It was rough. Anyway, enough about our troubles. That was last year, thank goodness. All right, so Mr. Arnold teeing this ball up right now. As we get set to go here, Scotties trying to win their home opener and go to 2-0 on the year. Glasgow will be back on the road next week in Tompkinsville to take on the Monroe County Falcons.
Preparing for kickoff for Russellville is Alex Arnold. Deep for Glasgow, number 1, Jalen Bradley.
Arnold's kick is away. It's an end-over-ender. It'll be fielded by Cam Bull at the 17-yard line. He's across the 25 to 30, and he'll be tripped as he gets out near the 25-yard line. So that's where Glasgow again, their opening drive of the night.
Anthony Allard on the tackle for Russellville. He's a junior, 5'8" and 190. First tackle for him.
First down and 10, Scotties at their own 35-yard line.
Junior quarterback Hudson Gum will relay the play to his teammates in the huddle. 6'1", 170 junior. 17-yard return for Cam Bull. Power I left here for the Scotties as Bull dots that I formation. The fullbacks are Ryder Heller and Kanan Allen. Here's the give to Bull off the left side. He slipped out of one tackle, but then as he tried to get away, he actually gave up ground. He's going to lose a yard back to the 34-yard line. I'm sorry, I misspoke earlier. It's not the 25 the Scotties started at. It was the 35. My apologies.
T.K. Darden on that tackle. His first of the night. He is a sophomore, 5'10" and 160.
Second down 11 for the Scotties. Allen and Bull in the traditional I formation now. Jarek Martin, the wide out to the left side. 2 tight ends. Gum going to give it off to Bull. Nice hole off the left side. Nearly fumbled the ball, but he's able to regain control. Now he's going to have a first down. He's out across the 45 up to around the 47-yard line.
Yeah, a little slant right off the left side of the line. He had the second man through and got some good yardage that time. LeBron Norris is the man that made the tackle. His first of the night, junior, 5'10" and 175 pounds.
13-yard pickup there for the Baird Private Wealth Management first down. And by the way, our kickoff tonight was brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center. Go visit them at 702 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Hudson Gum in shotgun for the first time. He'll pitch it back to Cam Bull. Has to make a man miss in the backfield. He's going to get a yard, maybe 2, but not much as he went around the right end that time.
Yeah, number 52 stopped him right there at the point of attack. It's Sam Edge is the senior, 6 foot and 225.
Gain of just 1, so it'll be second down and 9 for the Scotties at their own 48. We're just underway, 10:23 to go in the opening quarter.
You can tell Russellville's pretty athletic. They get to the ball very well on that defensive side.
Trips to the right side, a single wide out to the left on second down 9. Bull, the running back, set up to the right of Gum. Hudson handles the low shotgun snap, now flushed out of the pocket with pressure. Going to run it. He's across the 50 and into Russellville territory down to around the 48-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 yards.
Number 1, Noah Stovall on that tackle for Russellville.
That'll bring up a third down and 5 for the Scotties. Jarek Martin goes wide to the left. Max Lee, Grayson Bartley, the tight ends. Allen and Bull in the backfield in the I formation. And we're going to get a flag called on Cam Bull as he was leaning. He moved early. So that'll make it third down and 10. Cam a little anxious right there. Yeah. Moves the football back to the Glasgow 47.
Yeah, we've had a number of penalties so far. I think that's the 9th one in 2 games, but all been 5-yarders for the most part.
Problem is that one occurs on third down.
Yeah.
So we'll see if the Scotties can pick up this third down and 10 here. Play clock down to 11 seconds as the Scotties break the huddle. Need to hurry here, down to 5. Down to 3. And they just do get it off. Gum with a little swing pass to Bull out of the backfield, makes the first man miss. Not going to make the second one miss, so he's going to be brought down shy of the first down right at the 48-yard line.
Yeah. Number 42, Krishan Woods, is the man that made the tackle. He's a junior, 6'1", 300 pounds.
Brings up fourth down and 5 after the 5-yard gain on the little short swing pass. And the Scottie offense staying on the field for the moment. Grayson Bartley, Max Lee, Jarek Martin all coming into the ball game here. Allen and Bull in the I formation. Gum under center, Martin wide to the left. Going to give it off to Bull at the middle, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped.
Nothing. That's a good stand for Russellville in there first, and T.K. Darden is the man that made the tackle. That's his second of this first series.
Boy, it's a terrible spot. I know he's nowhere near a first down. I'm not saying that, but he did at least make it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he lost 2 yards. It's a bad call there.
He didn't lose any yards on that, but he didn't gain anything.
Russellville just picked up a couple of yards they didn't earn there. First and 10 for the Panthers. The ball right at midfield. 8:12 to go in this first quarter. 3 men wide to the right side. Hunter Hallman is the quarterback, not Jarius Coleman. Here's a swing pass out to the right side, caught by Norse. And he is fighting out there along the Russellville sideline, going to go down in Glasgow territory. But now a flag comes out, and I'm going to say this may be a late hit on the Scotties.
Well, Max Lee drove him to the ground there late, but he kept on running and kept on trying, and Max came in and hit him and then threw him to the ground.
We'll see what the call is, but you would imagine that's what you're looking at here.
Penalty marker on the play.
I don't know whether the whistle blew or not. I couldn't hear it at the initial hit.
Dead ball, personal foul on the Scotties, so that's the kind of mistake you cannot make. A 15-yard penalty is going to move the football to the Russellville, to the Glasgow 34-yard line, where it's 1st down and 10 for the Panthers.
Yeah, Russellville played strong on defense, starting out on offense pretty strong.
2 receivers each way. Hallman in shotgun. Hallman looking to throw to the right side. It's going to be caught over there inside the 30. On the catch that time, it looked like is number 12. That's going to be Gage Bollenbecker on the catch that time.
Yeah, Jarek Martin with the tackle, his first 6'5", 185 junior for the Scotties.
Pickup of 7 yards to the Glasgow 28.
Yeah, just a little
6 yards, excuse me.
Just a little 5 and out there, and put it right on the money.
Second down and 4 here. Here's a give to Gardner. He took it around the left side. Going to be cut down after a very short gain. May have gotten 1.
Well, Keenan Allen and Max Lee both in there on that tackle for the Scotties.
Don't think he gained anything, actually. It'll be 3rd down and 4. This, of course, will be 4-down territory for Russellville. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Neither team on the board yet. Scotties turned the ball over on downs right at midfield on their first possession. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hallman in shotgun. Gardner to the back to his right. And here is movement, I believe, on the Russellville offensive line.
Well, that helps a little bit. Makes it 3rd down and about 8 or 9 now.
It'll be 3rd and 9 with the ball moved back to the Glasgow 34-yard line.
3rd down 9.
6.5 minutes to go in this opening quarter on what has turned out to be a fairly nice evening here at Glasgow High School. Twin receivers each way. Hallman in shotgun. Gardner to his right. Goes Norse in motion to the right side. Hallman wants to throw, looking that way. Pass is going to be caught by Norse at the 30. He's going to go down at the 29-yard line.
It's number 11 on the tackle. That's Ryder Heller with his first tackle tonight. 5'11", 180 sophomore.
4th down, Russellville.
So that bring up 4th down and 5 here after a 4-yard pickup on that play.
Yeah, big 4th down for the Scotties. Need to stop them right here.
Russellville's defense stopped Glasgow on a 4th down try. Now the Scotties will try to do the same. Twin wideouts each way. Hallman in shotgun. Gardner to his right. Scotties coming on a blitz up the middle. They pick it up. Hallman throws over the middle. Pass incomplete, intended for Bollenbecker down around the 10-yard line.
Yep.
Jarek Martin on the coverage there for the Scotties, and each team turns the ball over on downs on its first possession. Glasgow will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29 with 5:25 to go in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, good pressure up the middle that time. Made him hurry to throw, and he threw it way high.
9-yard line.
Jarek Martin, the wide out to the left side. Power eye set to the left. Bull, the deep man. Going to pitch it to Ryder Heller, one of the fullbacks around the left side. Ryder going to cross the 30 and go down around the 32, I believe.
Well, Russellville, when they hit you, they're hitting you. That's number 6 right there, David Owens with that tackle. He's a senior, 6'3", 255.
3-yard pickup there. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Yeah, already Russellville looks to be much improved over what we saw out of this team last year.
Very much improved. They're pretty quick on defense. They move to the football well, and they hit you.
2 wide outs to the right side, 1 to the left. Bull, the lone setback. Here comes Martin in motion. They're going to pitch it forward to him. Jarek turns it upfield now dives out across the 35, and he'll get the football out to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Sam Edge with his 2nd tackle on that play.
It'll be 3rd down and 3. With the ball spotted at
3rd down 3 coming up for the Scotties.
Yeah, so far the Scotties haven't fooled anybody on offense yet.
Yeah, Russellville has prevented that big play. Bartley and Lee, the tight ends here on 3rd down and 3. Martin, the wide out. Allen and Bull in the backfield. Here's the give to Bull, looking for a little hole. He finds it. He's going to get out across the 40 to earn the 1st down. Nice patient running that time for Cam Bull. And it earns him a 1st down out to the 41-yard line.
Big number 79 on that tackle, Takado Johnson, junior, 6'6", 250.
That is a Baird Private Wealth Management 1st down. Pick up of 5 yards there for Bull. Cam has now carried it 5 times for 16 yards so far. A little confusion for the Scotties here on their alignment, as now they're set to go here with 2 on the play clock. The ball is snapped. Hudson Gum off play action, rolling right, wants to throw, has Derek Martin open. He is gone at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Boy, that was a nice play by Hudson Gunn. He got in trouble with traffic coming at him. He stepped up and kind of just jumped up and threw the pass, and Jarek Martin wide open.
A 59-yard touchdown completion from Hudson Gum to Jarek Martin to put the Scotties up by a score of 6-0. That touchdown brought to you by Arrow Safety, and that is the longest play from scrimmage so far for the Scotties in this young season. Jared Maligon on for the PAT. Jarek Martin holds, Hudson Gum the snapper.
And he missed a couple last week, kind of hooked them left.
Good snap, hold is down, kick is up, and that one looks good, and it is. 3:12 to go in the opening quarter. The Scotties strike first. They lead Russellville 7-0. We are back after a 30-second timeout here on WCLU Sports.
I'm Dan Fouch, branch manager at Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow. Our office recognizes that football and retirement share more similarities than you might think. The head coach, that's you. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your finances. A successful retirement happens with support of a financial advisor, and that's where the quarterback comes in. A quarterback and financial advisor both pay close attention to the details and make the correct adjustments so that goals can be met. Call our office and speak with a financial advisor who can help you execute the plays to win in retirement.
That scoring drive for Glasgow, 4 plays, 71 yards. The big play was the 59-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum to Jarek Martin. The time of the drive was 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Jared Maligon added the extra point. It's 7-0 Scotties. 3:12 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, you got to get it to Jarek. Jarek he's probably the best athlete on the whole team, and he can take it the distance just about any time he touches it.
We're going to give you a look at that touchdown pass after this kickoff here by Jared Maligon. Low line drive kick fielded by one of the up men at the 20-yard line. It's across the 25-30 out to across the 35 and now to the 39-yard line. And trying to see who that was on the return. Is that 0, I believe? If so, it would be LeBron Norse.
Yep,
yes, it was Norse on the return. You want to take a look at that SCRTC-powered replay now, that 59-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum to Jarek Martin over the middle. A return of 18 yards on that kickoff there by Norse. 1st and 10 for Russellville at their own 39-yard line. 3:07 to go in the opening quarter. Scotties in front, 7-0.
Grayson Bartley, by the way, made that tackle on that kickoff. That's his first of the night.
First down 10, Russellville. 3 men wide to the right side, 1 wide to the left. Hallman in shotgun. He's got Gardner to his left this time. Going to hand it off to Gardner. Sweep around the right end. Has some room over there. He's across the 40, 45, 50. And he's going to get into Glasgow territory to the 42-yard line before he's driven out of bounds. That'll be a Russellville first down.
Yeah, simple, do a little quick pitch to the right. He just outran everybody. Our corners got sucked in over there and going inside, and nobody could catch him. Jarek Martin finally ran him out of bounds.
First and 10, Russellville, after a 29-yard pickup there on that run by Gardner. Trips to the left side this time, a single man wide right. Hallman in shotgun, Gardner again to his left. Fake to Gardner this time, going to throw it out here on a swing pass. A flag goes down. The pass completed to Temple Dickerson, excuse me. He's going to go down at the 41, but we think this one's coming back. Larry says it's a block in the back. Yeah. Here's the call.
Octavius McCage is the man that came out and blocked Keenan Allen. I think he hit him in the back.
And that is the call, so that penalty will be marked off from the 45-yard line is where the flag rests. So that should put it back at the 45 in Russellville. Now, wait a minute now.
He don't know what he's doing here.
It is not being marked off from the spot of the foul.
He marked it off from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't think that's correct, but anyway. First down and 20 here. 3 men wide right, 1 to the left. Hallman to throw. Looking left side. Pass going to be caught here on the sideline, and that is Jarius Coleman making the catch, but he's going to go down right where he made it.
Pass complete to Jarius Coleman. Brady Gary up to make
Brady Gary is the man that made that tackle, 6'1", 195 senior.
Second down, 13.
6-yard pickup there. It'll be second down and 14 here.
Yeah, as quick as these running backs and wide receivers are for Russellville, you better make that tackle on that first initial hit. And so far, the Scotties have done that.
3 men wide to the right, 1 left. Hallman again in shotgun with Gardner to his right. Fakes to Gardner, throws right side. Pass caught out there by Stovall at the line of scrimmage, and that's all he's going to get.
Yeah, Jarek Martin up there on the coverage, and third tackle for him in this first half.
So no gain there. It'll be second down and 14 once again from the Glasgow 46. Actually, third down, 14, excuse me, sorry. So a big third down play here coming for the Scotties. You wouldn't think Russellville would go for it unless they gain at least probably 6 or 7 yards here, but we'll see. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Hallman to throw, a little swing pass out here to Gardner. And he's going to get to 40, the 35, and he's going to be stopped just shy of the first down, but it's definitely close enough that Russellville will go for this.
Yeah, Jalen Bradley on the tackle, 5'10", 140 sophomore. And he had to make that tackle. If he didn't, he was going to get a lot of yardage.
So it'll be 4th down and 2 here. The ball now at the Glasgow 34. And we've got a timeout taken by Russellville. This timeout brought to you by Applebee's. And you want to make sure you swing by Applebee's tonight and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages as well just by showing up in your Scotties attire. You can eat good in the neighborhood. So go by our Applebee's tonight. Get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages if you have on some Scottie attire. We appreciate Applebee's sponsorship of these timeouts this year. 1:05 to go in the opening quarter. Your score, Glasgow 7, Russellville nothing. Take a look at a few other scores that are coming across here for you. We can tell you that it's Adair County leading Caverna 36-0 at halftime. It is LaRue County 6, Hart County nothing midway through the first quarter there.
That's surprising.
Clinton County's in a lightning delay with Wayne County, so they are not playing right now. At halftime, Warren East leads Greenwood 14-7. That game being played over at Barron County. It's part of the Don Franklin Bowl. Wildcat formation here. Octavius McKeage will take the direct snap, and McKeage's going to get it across the 30 to the 29. That'll be a Russellville first down.
Yeah. Xander Contreras on the tackle, 6'2", 215 junior for the Scotties. Just right off tackle. Little handoff right off right tackle, and he got plenty of yardage for the first down.
Clock down to 43 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Glasgow leads 7-0. Russellville driving, though. They're at the Glasgow 29 with a 1st and 10. 3 men go wide to the right side, a single wide out to the left. Gardner to the right of Hallman. Hallman calls for the snap. Quick throw out to the right side, caught by McCage behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to get to the 25, down to the 24. Gain of about 5.
Looks like Kellen Stone on that tackle. That's his first of the night, 5'11", 160 senior.
Kellen Stone makes the hit.
Russellville is using their fast backs and receivers just deep, dink and dumping the ball to them and letting them get some yardage.
That is going to be the final play of the first quarter. So it is Glasgow 7, Russellville nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter of action after this 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Hank Royse Stadium, where Glasgow leads Russellville 7-0 after 1 quarter of play. Those stats through the first quarter look like this. Each team has 3 first downs. Russellville has 34 rushing yards, 34 passing yards, a total of 68. Scotties 23 rushing yards, 70 passing yards, a total of 93. Look at the rest of them after this play here. It's 2nd down and 5 for Russellville. They're at the Glasgow 24. Hallman in shotgun. Has Gardner in the backfield with him and handed off to him, trying to get around the left end, and a flag comes in. 2 of them come in, as a matter of fact. I don't know if they're for the same play or not, same call, but we shall see. It is a block in the back here on Russellville, so this one's coming back, and it looks to be that is the only flag we have, the only penalty we have. 2 flags were thrown for the same penalty, apparently.
Yeah, Trey Smith got hit in the back there as he was coming out. He had a bead on the ball carrier, and somebody just blindsided him.
Glasgow was penalized 2 times for 20 yards in that first quarter. Russellville twice for 15 yards. Scotties had 10 plays, had the ball 6 minutes and 3 seconds. Russellville 11 plays, had it 5 minutes and 57 seconds. Second down 15 for the Panthers. Hallman in shotgun. Looking to the right side, looking deep for McCage. Pass is going to be incomplete. McCage just fell down there. It was Jarek Martin who was back there on the coverage for the Scotties.
Yeah, Jarek Martin jumped up as high as he could, and he couldn't get close to the football. It was way overthrown.
Hart County has now gone up over LaRue County by a score of 14-6 late in the first quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 15 for the Panthers. 11:34 to go in this second quarter of play. Glasgow leads 7-0. Russellville at the Glasgow 34. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Hallman in shotgun. He'll throw, straight drop, looking over the middle of the field, and nobody home. Intended receiver that time, I think, was Jarius Coleman, but that ball was way overthrown.
Yeah, just like the previous pass, it was way out of everybody's reach.
Jalen Bradley and Kanan Allen were both in the area defensively for the Scotties. That'll bring up 4th down and 15 for the Panthers at the Glasgow 34, and they're going to go for it here. So rather than playing the field position game, Coach Mikey Benton going to roll the dice here. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Gardner, the running back. He's in the backfield to the left of Hallman, who's in shotgun. Hallman looking. Now throws over the middle. The pass going to be incomplete. It went right through the hands of the intended receiver. Should have been caught, honestly, for the first down by LeBron Norris, but he let it go through his hands, and it drops incomplete. The Scotties will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line with 11:22 remaining in this second quarter of play.
Yeah, they're not getting a lot of pressure on their quarterback. The last 3 times he's thrown the football, he's had plenty of time to throw.
First down and 10 for the Scotties. They'll have 3 receivers right, 1 to the left as Glasgow goes to a spread look here. And a hard count by Hudson Gum, and that'll be a free 5 yards as Russellville jumped off sides. Hudson needs to be careful there. He gave a little head bob and leaned forward, and they can call a quarterback for a false start when he does that. So I want to be careful about that, but worked in his favor this time. It's a 5-yard offsides penalty on Russellville. First down and 5 as that moves the football to the Glasgow 44. 4th Russellville penalty for 30 yards now. Gum in shotgun. Same setup here with 3 men wide right, 1 to the left. Low shotgun snap. Hudson handles it, now flushed out of the pocket, rolling to the left side, going to run with it. He's across the 40, 45, 50, and into Russellville territory, down just shy of the 45-yard line.
Number 6, David Owens with the tackle, his 2nd of the night for the senior.
Hudson a little bit slow to get up here. We'll see if he can stay in the ball game. He's going to come out. So we'll see what happens at quarterback here. Cam Bull's going to go to quarterback. As Gum is over here on the sideline being tended to by the medical staff.
We're going to go Wildcat, huh?
Bull in shotgun here. Here comes Jarek Martin. And Bull with another low shotgun snap. He handles it, but could not get started because of the bad snap. And he's going to lose big yardage. Let's see where they give him forward progress to.
Sam Edge with the tackle there.
And Gum looks like he's trying to walk it off here on the sideline. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, we're not getting very good snap from center right now on the when we're in shotgun. That's about 3 times it's been pretty low.
Second down, 25.
Big loss there. Second down and 25 now, back in Glasgow territory at the 43-yard line. Gum is back in the game. He has 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And Gum drops the snap this time, and then he goes down for a sack back at the 35. So that was not a bad snap. That was just Hudson taking his eyes off the football.
Yeah, Octavius McKay's on that sack, first tackle for him.
May need to get back under center.
Yeah. That's 3 bad snaps. Well, that one wasn't a bad snap.
There was nothing wrong with that.
Hudson just dropped that ball.
Third down, 33 now. All the way back at the Glasgow 35.
Third down, 33.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Yeah, just turn it loose here.
Gum in shotgun.
Another slow snap.
Hudson setting up a screen, gets it to Bull, pitch at the 45, 40. And across the 50 into Glasgow territory to the 47-yard line. So good gain there. It'll still be 4th and double digits for the Scotties.
Yeah, number 8, Cadence Bertram on the tackle for Russellville. He's a senior, 5'10", 165.
Ball to the Glasgow to the Russellville 47, so it'll be 4th down and 11 there, and Glasgow will send the punting unit in here. Kanan Allen in to punt for the first time this season, as Jamarian Gardner will go back deep for Russellville. Good snap. Allen's kick is away, angled towards the right sideline. A nice spiraling kick. Will bounce at the 10 and take a big Glasgow roll. It's going to die, though, right around the 5-yard line. Beautiful punt that time by Kanan Allen. Can't do it much better than that. Punt of 42 yards with no return. And let's see, you're going to spot it at the 6-yard line instead of the 5. So make it a 41-yard punt.
It was a good punt, though. He kicked the ball up high and soon as away from everybody, and as soon as it hit it, you could tell it wasn't going to get to the end zone.
7-0 Glasgow. 9 minutes to go in this first half of play as Russellville goes back on offense here.
Russellville at their own 6-yard line.
Wildcat set as McCage takes the direct snap. Started off the right side, now goes back left. He's going to get to the 10, maybe up to the 11-yard line. Pick up of about 5.
Yeah, Kanan Allen on that tackle. That's his second of the night.
Octavius McCage, the ball carrier.
McCage again in Wildcat formation with 2 blockers to his left side this time, and he'll go that way. Try to get around the end. Scotties are not going to let him, though. Glasgow played that one very well. He'll lose yardage.
I think it was number 60, I believe. It was on that tackle. It's Massey, I believe.
Kellen Stone makes the tackle.
Loss of 1 back to the 10. It'll be 3rd down and 6. See if the Glasgow defense can get off the field here and get the ball back in good field position. And now on a timeout, and it's called by Russellville.
Timeout, Russellville.
This timeout brought to you by Applebee's. We'll come back in a moment. 7:57 to go in the second quarter. Glasgow leads 7-0 back after a 30-second timeout on WCOD Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you. Again, that timeout was brought to you by Applebee's. And again, tonight only, if you wear your Scotties attire to Applebee's, you'll get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. So make sure and go by Applebee's tonight with your Scottie gear on. 3rd down 7. Hunter Hallman back in at quarterback now in shotgun formation. He has 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hallman to throw. Gets rid of it. Passes incomplete. Intended on the left sideline for Jarius Coleman, but it was wide. It'll be 4th down and 7. And in will come the punting unit for the Panthers. Good job by the Scottie defense, forcing a 3-and-out there.
Down situation for Russellville. Number 11. Snap it over his head.
Temple Dickerson in to punt it away. Gets it off. It's a very low kick. It hit a Glasgow player. Going to have to get on it. And let's see. I don't know. They're scrambling for the football. And that's just terrible luck for the Scotties. I think Russellville got it. I mean, just horrible luck. It was such a terrible punt. The ball did not get more than 3 or 4 feet off the ground. A Glasgow player had turned his back to go block, and it hit him in the back. I mean, just nothing you can do about that. Just such an awful punt. It turned out great for Russellville.
Panthers take over 1st down.
Boy, tough luck for the Scotties there.
23-yard line.
Russellville, what yard line?
Ball is at the 33. 1st and 10 for the Panthers there.
Does that count as a fumble recovery?
It has to. And Russellville just broke the huddle with 12 players. That'll be illegal participation. 5-yard penalty will make it 1st down and 15.
I didn't see who recovered the ball.
Call against the Panthers.
I didn't either, Larry. I just know it was a Panther. Three men go wide to the right, 1 to the left.
Down 15.
Gardner in the backfield with Hallman. He hands it off to Gardner, trying to get around the right end. He's got some room. Makes a man miss at the 32. He's out across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. And the Scotties have a player down after the play. I believe that may be Max Lee.
Ryder Heller is the man that made the tackle. We don't need to lose Max.
Looks like he may be favoring that right shoulder as he lies on the ground, but we'll see. Scottie training staff tending to him right now. John Vaughn's out there taking a look along with a few of the Scottie assistant coaches. So while we have a timeout, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors. And Max is up and looks to be okay. He'll have to come out at least for one play, though. It was his right shoulder, maybe just a stinger of some sort, probably. Sponsors for Glasgow football this season are Don Franklin Auto, TJ Regional Health, South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative, Baird Private Wealth Management, McDonald's of Glasgow, Aero Safety, Hardee's. Glasgow football also brought to you by Applebee's, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers, Ralphie's Fun Center, La Nacional International Market and Restaurant, and the People's Bank. Second down 7 coming up here for the Panthers. They are at their own 37-yard line.
How many we got on the field?
3 receivers right, 1 left. Hallman in it, quarterback. He's in shotgun formation with Gardner to his right. Hallman with the snap. Looking over the middle, pass incomplete. Right through the hands once again of Jacovian Temple Dickerson. That's 2 passes that Hallman has put on target, but his receivers have not been able to catch.
Yeah, Kellen Stone with the defense right there to knock it away.
So Glasgow with another chance to get off the field here on another 3 and out. 3rd down and 7 coming up.
Yeah, that punt was so bad it just didn't get head high and then hit somebody head and back.
Yeah, just tough luck for the Scotties. Nothing you can do about that. Nobody made a mistake.
And we had a couple of shots at getting the ball too, though.
3 men wide left, 1 wide right this time. Hallman in shotgun, Gardner in the backfield with him. Hallman looking to the left side. Going to toss it that way. Picked off at the 40-yard line. Who is that? That is Kellen Stone. And he goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line as Glasgow will get its first turnover of the night here. Kellen Stone with his 2nd interception of the season. Had one last week against LaRue County. This one will set Glasgow up in great field position at the Russellville 37-yard line, which is probably about where the Scotties would have had the ball if the punt had not been so bad before. So it all worked out well for the Scotties. Hudson Gum under center with a power I formation to the left. Jarek Martin, the wide out to the right side. Gum will hand this off to Bull. Trying to go off left tackle, just not much there. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Cameron Bull goes off tackle left.
No gain. 2nd down 10 coming up.
Right, number 7, Jarius Coleman is the man that made the tackle. He's a junior, 6'2", 175. First tackle for him.
6:52 to go in the first half of play. Glasgow 7, Russellville nothing.
Running in between the tackles has been hard tonight for the Scotties.
Straight I formation here with Allen and Bull in the I. Martin wide out to the right. Gum set up under center. Gives to Bull again, tries to go off tackle once again, makes a cut back to the inside, makes a man miss at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown Scotties.
Yeah, boy, he was in traffic about 5 yards down the field and made a cut to the outside and just stair-stepped down the sidelines for the TD.
That was an outstanding run that time by the junior running back Cam Bull. His 4th touchdown of the season, his first tonight. That touchdown brought to you by Aero Safety. 13-0 Scotties, and Jared Maligon on for the PAT. Jared made his first attempt of the night. Hold is down, kick up, and that one is good. 6:26 to go in the first half of play. Your score, Glasgow 14, Russellville nothing. Take a look at, well, to give you that scoring drive here in just a minute, take a look at some more scores for you. And let's see here. We've got, well, I thought I had some more scores come in. Anyway, they're not. Oh, there it is right there. Let's see. We have Allen County Scottsville 8, Monroe County nothing at the end of the first quarter. Franklin Simpson leading Warren Central 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Metcalfe County 6, Edmondson County nothing at the end of the first quarter, but they're in a lightning delay. That scoring drive for the Scotties, 2 plays, 37 yards, took 57 seconds, and it was a 37-yard touchdown run for Cam Bull. Jared Malagon added the extra point, 14-0 Glasgow.
Very good run by Cam Bull. He got hit three times along the way and busted out of the pack and then got to the sideline and outran everybody.
Malagon's kick is away, fielded at the 11-yard line. 15, 20, 25. That's Jamarian Gardner on the return. He'll be cut down just shy of the 30.
Yeah, that's Grayson Bartley again on the tackle. That's his second tackle on the kickoff.
Grayson Bartley comes up for the tackle.
And if you're watching on our video stream, you can see the SCRTC powered replay of that 39-yard touchdown run or 37-yard touchdown run for Cam Bull to put Glasgow up 13-0, and the extra point by Malagon, 14-0 now, 6:21 to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10 Russellville as they start this drive at their own 29. And again, they break the huddle with 12 players as Russellville. That'll be illegal participation for the second consecutive possession. So it'll be 1st down and 15. Move the ball back to the 24. Darius Coleman in at quarterback now. Gardner, the running back, to his left. 3 men wide left, 1 to the right. It's a straight quarterback keep around the left side for Coleman. He's going to cross the 25 and be cut down around the 27.
Coleman carries the ball.
Number 21 on that tackle, Xander Contreras. That's his second tackle of the night.
Pickup of 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Halfway through this second quarter, 14-0 Scotties.
Loss of about 2.
Stay tuned at halftime for our Don Franklin Auto halftime show, where we'll take a look at our halftime stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. And an official timeout here. And we'll reset the play clock here to 25 seconds as now we're ready to go. 2nd down, 12 here for the Panthers. Trips left, a single wide out right. Coleman to throw. Looking to the left side, a wounded duck is going to be dropped. Ugly pass out of the hand of Coleman that time, but it still should have been caught by Temple Dickerson. That's 3 drops by the wide receivers for Russellville tonight.
Yeah, Kellen Stone was almost right there for that INT, too. He was about a step away from it.
It'll be 3rd down and 12 now for Russellville. Ball at the Russellville 27-yard line. Coleman in shotgun, Gardner to his right. Trips left, single receiver to the right side. Coleman has the snap. Straight drop. Looking over the middle, the pass is going to be intercepted. That's Jarek Martin.
He couldn't keep his feet.
Intended that time for Noah Stovall, but it was way overthrown, and Jarek Martin, because he had to stretch out for it, as Larry said, could not keep his feet. So he goes down without any contact, as the ball will be spotted at the Glasgow 44-yard line. 2nd INT of the night for the Scottie secondary.
Yeah, Jeff bragged on that secondary in the pregame show, and so far they're living up to it.
And we'll take a look at the SCRTC powered replay of that interception there for junior Jarek Martin. 1st and 10 Scotties at their own 44. Glasgow up 14-0, 5:28 to go in the first half of play. Martin wide out to the right, power eye to the left this time. Give this off to the fullback, Allen. Kanan has a nice hole. He crosses midfield, runs over a man at the 50 and keeps his feet, and will be down at the 46. Should be enough for a 1st down. Let's make sure.
Yeah, nice run. David Owens on the tackle, number 3 for him.
Is a gain of exactly 10 yards, so that is a Baird Private Wealth Management first down.
A good hard run right off tackle that time. Did a good job. Ran over somebody about 8 yards out.
Allen and Bull in the straight eye this time with Martin wide to the left. Gum under center. Hudson with a quick throw out here to Martin behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to cross the 45 and out of bounds at the 43-yard line with a pickup of about 3.
Noah Stovall's the man that ran him out of bounds over here. It's his second tackle.
On the tackle. Gain of 5 yards, we'll call it.
Second down and 7.
Gain of 4 yards.
Again, a straight arm formation behind Gum. One receiver to the right side. Gum will give it off to Bull. And Cam got hit just as he took the handoff and could not get any momentum going at all.
Yeah,
actually, is that Bull? That's actually Kellen Stone, I'm sorry, who took the handoff for tailback that time.
Number 50 on the tackle there, and a hard tackle it was. That's his second. Anthony Allen is the man. He's a junior, 5'8" and 190, and he stood him right straight up.
Campbell getting a bit of a rest right here on the Glasgow sideline. Does not appear to be injured or anything, just standing there with his helmet off as Stone sets up at tailback again. Allen the fullback, Martin and Bradley. Actually, Martin going to be a tight end on the right side. Bradley wide out to the left. Third down 7, Gum will snap it, but we have a timeout here called by Russellville. That'll be their final timeout of the first half. And again, we'll stay right here, but we will remind you that Applebee's is a proud sponsor of Glasgow Scottie Sports as they are sponsoring these timeouts. The folks there love to support the community in any way they can. And again, we'll remind you that if you swing by Applebee's tonight, you get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages if you show up in your Scotties gear. You can eat good in the neighborhood just by doing that. So don't forget about that if you're hungry.
I wonder if they'll count WCLU. As
if
part
what?
of Scotty's gear.
Well, kind of. I don't know. You got blue on. I don't know. But Glasgow off to a good start in this one. But this Russellville team is much improved over last year. It was hard to tell watching them on film. They looked much better tonight than they did on film last week against Warren Central, in my opinion. 14-0 lead for the Scotties. Still 4:09 to go in the first half of play.
They got some nice athletes, and defensively they really hit you and swarm to the football.
Third down and 7 for the Scotties. Glasgow, by the way, does have all 3 of their timeouts remaining here in the first half.
Third down 7.
Gum in shotgun with a back on each side of him. That's Stone and Allen back there with him, I believe. Gum to throw, fakes, now throws, looking for Martin down the left sideline, and he's out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Didn't make the catch, but even if he did, it would not have counted because he was a good yard or 2 out of bounds that time. So 4th down and 7 coming up. We'll see what the Scotties decide to do here with the ball at the Russellville 43. First incompletion of the night for Hudson Gum. He is now 5 of 6 on the night for 91 yards with a touchdown. And now the Scotties will burn their first time out here in the half with 4:03 to go in the half, and Glasgow on top by a score of 14-0. Once again, this timeout brought to you by Applebee's, and tonight only, if you wear your Scotties attire to Applebee's, you'll get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. And again, some more scores for you here. It is 36-0 Adair County over Caverna as they are now in a lightning delay. Allen County Scottsville leading Monroe County by a score of 8-0 at the end of the first quarter. Franklin Simpson over Warren Central 14-0 at the end of the first quarter there. It is Bowling Green with a 7-0 lead. And Bowling Green
playing Owensboro, aren't they?
Is that who they are? I was trying to find out that whoever sent the score did not say who they were playing. Yeah, it is Owensboro. So Bowling Green leads Owensboro by a score of 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. 4th down and 7 for the Scotties as they will go for it here. Hudson Gum in shotgun with an empty backfield. He has 3 men wide right, 1 wide to the left, and he's got a wing back on the right side. Gum rolling out to the right. Hudson looking, throws, Pass going to be caught by Martin. Did he get a foot down? He did not.
Hudson might have been able to run that football for the first down there, and he decided to pull it up and throw it.
Jarek did make the catch that time, but he could not get a foot down. Of course, you just have to get one down in high school, but was not able to do that. He was right up against the sideline and had to leave his feet to make the catch. So the Scotties will turn it over on downs for the second time tonight. Russellville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. With 3:56 to go in the first half of play, Glasgow leads by a score of 14-0.
At their own 48-yard line.
38.
Freshman 44-yard line.
Two receivers each way. Hallman back in there at quarterback. Actually, no, that's still Coleman. I'm sorry. Coleman will throw. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Gage Bollenbecker here at the 50-yard line. And he was hit just as the ball got there by Jarek Martin, but it was overthrown. Don't think Bollenbecker would have caught it anyway. Second down 10 for the Panthers at their own 43. Two receivers each side. Hallman again in shotgun. Gardner in the backfield with him. Coleman will throw left side. Pass picked off. That's Kellen Stone again. His second interception of the night. The third INT of the night for the Scotties secondary. Stone goes down right where he made the catch at the 50-yard line, but that is the third INT of the season already for Kellen Stone.
He knows where the football is. He's a very good defensive back.
And Glasgow will take over with 3:48 to go in the first half of play, leading by a score of 14-0. That is now 18 pass attempts by Russellville, and they've only attempted to run the ball 7 times, so they are very pass-heavy this evening. Power eye to the right side with Bull dotting that I formation. Martin wide to the left. Quick throw out here to Martin. Got to make a man miss. He gets a stiff arm and gets extra yardage out to the 41-yard line before being driven out of bounds.
Yeah, Caden Spokesman ran him out of bounds. Tackle number 2 for him.
Pickup of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1 at the 41-yard line.
Run out of bounds by Caden Spokesman after a gain of 9 yards.
Clock stops with 3:42 to go in the half. Gum under center. Power eye left now. Gum going to pitch it back to the tailback. Bull gets met in the backfield, and he's going to go down for a loss.
Number 6 again, David Owens. That's his 4th tackle.
Bull had no chance right there. Owens met him about 2 yards deep in the backfield.
Yeah, he had no chance. You're right. That's going to take it back. Well, they gave him pretty good smart mark there.
They'll lose 3 yards back to the 44. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Play clock down to 9. Scotties do not even have the play in yet. They're going to have to call a timeout here. Don't see how they can avoid it. They break the huddle with 2 seconds, and now they will call their second timeout.
Timeout, Glasgow.
Again, this timeout brought to you by Applebee's. Make sure to swing by Applebee's tonight. Get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages if you show up wearing your Scotties attire. You can eat good in the neighborhood. Take a look and see if we've had any new scores come in here. We have not. So we'll pick back up where we left off here. We told you that at last check it was Hart County on top of LaRue County 14-6. That was very late in the first quarter. Bowling Green leading Owensboro 7-0 at the end of the first quarter there. Don't forget Scotties in action on the road next week in Tompkinsville against the Monroe County Falcons. 6:30 pregame. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. 3rd down 4 for Glasgow. They are at the Russellville 44-yard line. 2:56 to go until halftime. Glasgow on top 14-0. Allen and Bull in a straight I formation. Martin is the wide out to the left. Off play action, Hudson Gum wants to throw, has to avoid a tackler in the backfield, lets it go. Pass caught by Grayson Bartley for a 1st down. He's inside the 30, inside the 25, and driven out of bounds around the 24.
Nice catch that time. Tryon Garvin is the man that made the tackle, his first, 6'1", 170 junior.
That is a Baird Private Wealth Management first down to the Russellville 25-yard line.
Again, Hudson faked the handoff and then rolled out to the right. And it looked like, again, he could run the football for a decent yard, but this time he found a receiver.
1st and 10, Glasgow at the Panther 25-yard line.
Power eye, well, actually now it's going to be a straight eye. Again, Allen and Bull in that I formation, and Glasgow jumps off sides.
We jump, they jump.
Tight end Ryder Heller moved early that time, so it'll be 1st and 15 now.
Like a dead ball foul, illegal procedure. All against Glasgow.
Moves the ball back to the Russellville 30. 2:45 left in the half, 14-0. Scotties in front. If you just join us, Glasgow has picked off 3 Russellville passes. 2 by Kellen Stone, 1 by Jarek Martin. Bartley and Lee are the tight ends here. Martin the wideout. Allen and Bull are the backs in the eye. Gum will turn and give it off to Bull up the middle. Cameron inside the 25, inside the 20, still on his feet. Gets away inside the 15 and down inside the 10, I believe.
Yep.
Boy, nice job that time by Cam Bull as he kept his legs moving, got away from a couple of tacklers, and got extra good yardage.
Yeah, that was a heck of a run. Jamarian Gardner is the man that finally got him down. He's the first tackle for him tonight, 5'10", 160.
20-yard pickup. Let's take a look at the SCRTC powered replay of that 20-yard run there for Cam Bull. First and goal for Glasgow at the Russellville 9 as we hit the 2-minute mark here in the first half of play. Offset I formation this time. Going to give it off on an inside handoff to Kanan Allen up the middle. Kanan driving the pile forward to about the 5-yard line. Should be a gain of 4.
Number 70, Even Edge, is the man that made that tackle. He's a junior, 5'9", 215.
It'll be 2nd down and goal for the Scotties from just inside. Actually, it's more like the 6, I guess. So a gain of 3 yards there. 2nd down and goal from the 6.
Second down, goal to goal. At the Russellville.
Scotties break the huddle with 12 on the play clock. Power eye left. Stone, the deep man in the set. They'll pitch it back to Stone around the left side. Kanan going to get hit in the backfield and drop for a 2-yard loss back around the 8-yard line. Scotties are not blocking real well on the edge.
Octavius McCage on the tackle there. It's his second of the night. Somebody attempted to block McCage, but they didn't do a very good job of it.
And now Kellen Stone gets up limping as he comes to the sideline. Looks like he's limping on that right leg. Let's see Jeremiah Moore enter the ball game for the Scotties. He'll set up as a wideout to the left side. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Bull, the only setback. He's to the right of Hudson Gum, who's in shotgun on 3rd and goal at the 8. 3 on the play clock. Hudson just does get it snapped. Gets it off to Bull. Big hole, and he is going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
That's a little misdirection where they fake to the right, give it back to the left, and Bull just walked in the end zone that time.
An 8-yard touchdown run for Cameron Bull.
8-yard touchdown run for Cam Bull. That's his 2nd touchdown of the night, his 5th of the season. That touchdown brought to you by Aero Safety. Glasgow now up 20-0, 32 seconds left in the first half. And Jared Malagon on for the extra point try. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. And Jared Malagon has looked very good on his extra points tonight.
A whole lot better than he did last week.
21-0 Glasgow, 32 seconds remaining in the first half of play. And we'll give you a look at that scoring drive here in just a minute. It is a 7-play drive. It went 50 yards. 3:16 off the clock. Campbell scores on an 8-yard touchdown run. The extra point good for Jared Malagon. 21-0 Glasgow. 32 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, the Scotties have played pretty good this first half, but it's been hard to earn 21
It
points.
has, yep.
We've had to have 3 interceptions to get 14 of those points anyway.
Malagon tees the ball up for Glasgow.
Gardner and Temple Dickerson, the deep men here for Russellville, as Malagon will kick it away. Good kick here. It'll be fielded by Temple Dickerson at the 13. He's across the 15, the 20.
Oh,
hesitates, yeah, and he's going to not get any further. He'll get, I think, around the 23 maybe is where they'll stop his forward progress. Let's see where the officials spot this ball.
Brady Gary on the tackle, number 2 for him.
Looks like it may be the 22-yard line instead of the 23. A return of 11 yards, first down and 10 for the Panthers. We'll see if they try to do anything here. Just 25 seconds to go, and they are out of timeouts. I'd be surprised if they don't just maybe take a knee here or just hand it off, but we'll see.
First and 10, Panthers.
Russellville will get the ball to begin the second half.
22-yard line.
Shotgun formation here. They will hand this thing off. That's Gardner on the carry. He'll get it across the 25 out to the 26-yard line. Or 27, make it.
Gardner goes off tackle right. Met in there by Justice Payton for the Scotties.
Pick up a
Tavion Massey on that tackle. That's his first.
Pick up a 4 there, and that will be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime here in the home opener for the Glasgow Scottie football team here at Hank Royse Stadium, and it's Glasgow leading Russellville 21-0. We'll come back in a moment on our Don Franklin Auto halftime show, where we'll take a look at our halftime stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. We're back after a 4-minute timeout here on WCOU Sports.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT hand-breaded chicken sandwich.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to Kentucky neighborhoods just like yours in Glasgow. Their extensive menu of delicious comfort foods has something for everyone to love. And Applebee's loves to support the community and cheer on the Glasgow Scotties. Remember to stop by Applebee's on any Scotties game night in your Scotties attire and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's, just off Happy Valley Road across from Walmart.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carnes picadas. Ceviche. And more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports. Chain Drive, Glasgow.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa. You'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Hardee's, Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow, La Nacional Restaurant, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, McDonald's, Aero Safety, Applebee's, The People's Bank, TJ Regional Health, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. It's time for the Don Franklin Auto Halftime Show.
And we are back here at Hank Royse Stadium on the campus of Glasgow High School. Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribune with you. And the Scotties with a nice first half. They lead Russellville 21-0 as Glasgow looks to go 2-0 on the year if they can pull this one out here. And Glasgow with a healthy advantage in the team stats and total yards. Glasgow with 211 total yards to just 89 for Russellville. But the story of the game so far, Larry, is the Glasgow secondary. 3 interceptions for those kids tonight.
Yeah, done a great job. They had a couple last week also against LaRue County, and as I said before, Coach Garman was bragging on them about how well they can catch the football, and they've shown it tonight.
And the Scotties with 9 first downs, just 3 for Russellville. Glasgow did turn the ball over one time, but that was on a very tough luck play. If you just joining us, Russellville had their punt team in, and it was such a horrible punt. It never got about 3 or 4 feet off the ground, and it hit a Glasgow player in the back as they were turning to run down the field. So nothing much the Scotties could do about that, but that is their only turnover here in the first half of play. Our halftime stats are brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow, and we will turn things over to Larry and Bruce to take a look at those stats. Once again, your score, 21-0, Glasgow on top of Russellville. Larry?
All right, Joe. Russellville won the toss, the opening toss of the coin, and they deferred to the second half, so they will get the football when they come out in the third quarter. The Scotties would get the football after the opening kickoff, but would muster maybe 1 first down before they were stopped on downs by Russellville. Turned the football over to Russellville at midfield at the 50-yard line at 8-12 the first half, and Russellville did just came right back and turned it right over to us on downs. And that would set Glasgow up on their own 39-yard line with 5:25 to go in the first quarter. From there, they went on a 4-play, 71-yard drive, took 2:13 off the clock. Jarek Martin caught a 59-yard pass from Hudson Gunn for the touchdown, and Jared Malagon kicked the extra point. Glasgow led 7-0 at that point. Russellville would again lose the ball on downs going into the second quarter. Glasgow would punt on their next possession, and then came the kick the punt that Joe described there earlier, that they went back to punt, had them deep in a hole, went back to punt, and the punt was so bad and so low that it hit one of our players in the back. We almost came up with a fumble recovery, and I didn't see who got it for Russellville, but they recovered the football on Russellville's 33-yard line with 7:43 to go in the quarter. but they didn't mount a drive because Kellen Stone would intercept a pass on that series, and that set the Scotties up on Russellville's 39-yard line this time at 7:23 of the second quarter. It only took them 2 plays to put it in the end zone. It was a 2-play, 37-yard drive. Only took 57 seconds off the clock. Cameron Bull went off tackled and then cut to the sidelines and ran 37 yards for the touchdown. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 14-0 with 6:26 to go in the second quarter. Russellville's next possession would end in an interception also. This time Jarek Martin did the honors, and he caught the ball and couldn't keep his balance, or he'd had a good return on the ball, and he went down right at the 44-yard line. That's where Glasgow would take over. But for the second time tonight, Glasgow would lose the ball on downs and turn it back over to Russellville. Russellville would get it on their 43-yard line with 3:56 to go in the second quarter. This time Kellen Stone with his second interception for the Scotties, and that would set Glasgow up at the 50-yard line of Glasgow with 3:48 to go in the second quarter. They went on a nice drive here again, 7 plays, 50 yards, took 3:16 off the clock. Cameron Bull went over from 8 yards out for the touchdown. Jared Malagon again kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 21-0. Russellville would get the football one more time, but they would run the clock out. So here at halftime, score is 21-0 in favor of the Scotties. Bruce?
Thank you, Larry. Now we'll look at the offensive side of the ball. Here at our Don Franklin halftime show, we'll look at our McDonald's stats here with the Scotties on top 21-0. The Scotties had 9 first downs compared to 3 for Russellville. Glasgow 92 on the ground, 119 through the air for 211 total yards. Russellville had 55 on the ground, 34 through the air for a total of 89. Glasgow turned it over once, and Larry and Joe told you about that. That's when a punt, I didn't see who it was, hit one of our players in the back, and they did recover it. But we did have a couple bad snaps when we dropped one. We had 3 fumbles. We lost one, and no interceptions. Russellville with 3 turnovers. They did not fumble it. They had 3 interceptions. Glasgow has been penalized for 3 times for 25 yards. Russellville 6 times for 40 yards. Total offensive plays, the Scotties ran 29 plays in that first half using 15 minutes and 10 seconds. The Panthers had 27 offensive plays, 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Individually, in this ball game for Russellville, their leading rusher was Jamarian Gardner with 43 yards on 4 carries, a long of 29. Octavius McKee had 3 carries for 9 yards, and Jarius Coleman had 3 yards on 1 carry. Jarius Coleman was 7 of 14 for 34 yards and an interception. Hunter Holman was 0 for 4 with 2 interceptions. Their leading receiver was Jamarian Gardner with 13 yards on 2 receptions with a long of 12. 6 yards for Jarius Coleman on 1 catch, 6 yards for Cage Bolenbecker on 1 catch. Octavius McKee had 1 catch for 5 yards, and LeBron Norris had 1 catch for 4 yards. Jacovian Temple Dickerson punted 1 time for 23 yards. Glasgow's leading rusher was Cameron Bull with 67 yards on 11 carries. He had 2 touchdowns with a long of 37. Kanan Allen had 13 yards on 2 carries with a long of 10. Hudson Gum carried it 3 times for 11 yards. He had a long of 15. Ryder Heller had 1 carry for 3 yards, and Kellen Stone had 2 carries for a -2. Hudson Gum was 7 of 9 in that first half for 119 yards and 1 touchdown. Jarek Martin was his leading receiver with 77 yards on 4 catches. He had 1 score and a long of 59. Cameron Bull picked up 23 yards on 2 catches with a long of 18, and Grayson Bartley had 1 catch for 19 yards. Kanan Allen punted 1 time in that first half for 42 yards. So here at halftime, Glasgow on top of Russellville, 21-0. These have been your Don Franklin halftime show, your McDonald's stats. We'll return with Joe and Larry after this 3-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
I'm Dan Fouch, branch manager at Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow. Our office recognizes that football and retirement share more similarities than you might think. The head coach, that's you. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your finances. A successful retirement happens with support of a financial advisor, and that's where the quarterback comes in. A quarterback and financial advisor both pay close attention to the details and make the correct adjustments so that goals can be met. Call our office and speak with a financial advisor who can help you execute the plays to win in retirement.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to Kentucky neighborhoods just like yours in Glasgow. Their extensive menu of delicious comfort foods has something for everyone to love. And Applebee's loves to support the community and cheer on the Glasgow Scotties. Remember to stop by Applebee's on any Scotties game night in your Scotties attire and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's, just off Happy Valley Road across from Walmart.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
For 6 yards. Punting, Jacobian Temple Dickerson punted once.
Back here at Glasgow High School's Hank Royse Stadium, as we are still at halftime with the Scotties on top of Russellville by a score of 21-0.
For 67 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Time now to take a look at the sports week ahead coming up here at Glasgow High School. This is a look at the fall sports schedule for the dates of August 30th through September the 5th. In boys soccer this upcoming week, tomorrow the boys soccer team will play at Allen County Scottsville in a district matchup, and then Tuesday they will play at Greenwood, and it's a home matchup against Allen County Scottsville on Thursday for the boys soccer team. The Lady Scottie soccer team tomorrow will be hosting a 2A regional tournament game. Not sure who their opponent is, but I do know it's a 2A regional tournament game that Glasgow is hosting. And then the Lady Scottie soccer team will be on the road at Warren East in a district contest on Thursday. In volleyball, the Lady Scottie team will be playing against Franklin Simpson at home on Monday. And then on Tuesday, the volleyball team on the road at LaRue County. On Thursday, they're on the road at Barron County. The girls golf team has one match scheduled this week, or not a match actually, it's an invitational that they're playing in at South Laurel tomorrow. At South Laurel Invitational. The boys golf team tomorrow will be participating in the Region 1 through 4 preview. And on Tuesday, they will be participating in a 4-team match at Crosswinds in Bowling Green. And the boys golf team on Thursday will have a home match out at the Country Club against Barron County. No meets scheduled this week for the cross-country team. Also, no JV football games scheduled this week. And I'm just getting a text from Lady Scottie soccer coach Scott Zettelmoyer here. He says the soccer team tomorrow will play at 10 a.m. against Logan County in that 2A regional game. So appreciate that information from Coach Zettelmoyer. But again, no JV football game scheduled for tomorrow. The varsity football team, of course, as we've told you a couple of times, in action on the road in Tompkinsville at Monroe County to take on the Bears. Not really the Bears. Used to be the Bears.
It used to be the Bears, yeah. The Tompkinsville Bears.
Yeah, so they'll be on the road taking on the Monroe County Falcons, obviously, next Friday. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Pre-game coverage for us will begin at 6:30 here on WCLU. And again, as always, on road games, we certainly strive to have our live stream on YouTube as well. But again, when we go on the road, we just really don't know for sure if that's going to work. It all depends upon what kind of signal strength we can get. It takes obviously quite a bit of bandwidth to broadcast a live video stream. And so here at home, we have no problem. So we're always pretty confident in our home ball games, but the road games are just somewhat questionable. So we do ask for your patience. If you turn us on and you can't get a YouTube feed, then just turn us on the radio, and you can listen to the ball game. Of course, if we cannot get those games on live on video, they are always recorded. So just like what happened last week against LaRue County, we could not do that game live, but it was recorded, so you can go back and watch the recording of that Glasgow-LaRue County game on YouTube. Again, on WCLU's YouTube page, also on the Scottie channel's YouTube page. Just about set to get this second half underway. Larry, what about Glasgow here in the second half? What do you want to see out of them to maintain this, to earn this victory, I should say, by the end of the ball game?
Well, I want to see them play defense like they did that first half. They really they stopped Russellville at every turn 3 times with interceptions. So you want to do more of that. They're having I think they're kind of wearing Russellville down just a little bit because we started getting some yardage off tackles and in the running game. So, just don't make any mistakes and give Russellville anything, and I think we'll be all right.
Good news for us Braves fans tonight. They pick up a 7-2 win over the Philadelphia Phillies.
They fighting for that wild card. They're close, though.
They blew a 4-0 lead yesterday against the Phillies. I don't know if you saw that, Larry.
Yeah, they got 2-run homer, beat them in the 8th or 9th. I don't know which one it was.
They hit a 3-run homer to make it 4-3, and then the 2-run homer beat them. So Jared Maligan set to kick this thing away for the Scotties. Temple Dickerson and Gardner are back deep for Russellville. And the ball falls off the tee just as Jared was approaching it, so we'll have to do this again here. Catch you up on some more scores. It is Franklin Simpson 28, Warren Central 16 at halftime. Allen County Scottsville leads Monroe County 24-0 at halftime. Here's the kick by Maligan. Temple Dickerson lets it bounce. Actually, it's going to be picked up at the 6-yard line by Temple Dickerson. He's across the 10, and that's it. Got back to the 10-yard line. They might give him the 11.
Yeah, Trey Smith right there on top of him as he fumbled that football. 5'10", 156 junior. That's his first tackle on the night.
Temple Dickerson and Gardner just kind of looked at each other. They thought the other was going to catch it. Neither one of them caught it. It dropped right between them. And so not very good field position for Russellville as they'll start at their own 11.
Correction, 11-yard line.
Glasgow leads 21-0 as we get this third quarter underway. It is Hunter Hallman who will start this half at quarterback for Russellville. He has Gardner to his right, and now for the third time tonight, Russellville will be called for illegal participation, meaning they broke the huddle with too many players.
Illegal substitution indicated against the Panthers.
So that'll back the football up to the 6-yard line where it's 1st and 15.
Well, you'd think they'd learn after a couple of times, but they did it again.
Now 7 penalties for 45 yards against the Panthers. Gardner, the running back, to the right of Hallman. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hallman Throws to the left side. Pass caught at the 10-yard line. Across the 15 and out near the 20 goes LeBron Norse. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, number 28, Brady Gary on the tackle. That's his third.
It's a 14-yard pickup, 2nd down and 1.
Second down, 11.
Allman in shotgun. Gardner to his left. Going to fake the handoff there. Going to get it out to Norse on a wide receiver screen. He's got his first down across the 25 and going to be driven out of bounds at the 29, it looks like.
Kellen Stone with the tackle over there. That's number 3 for him.
Only the 4th first down of the night for Russellville. 11 minutes to go in this third quarter. Glasgow 21, Panthers nothing. Trips to the near side, a single wide out to the left. Gardner in the backfield with Hallman, who's in shotgun once again. Hallman looks to throw, goes left side, pass caught at the 34-yard line. The receiver out across the 40 to the 43-yard line with another first down. And that is LeBron Norse again, I believe. Let me make sure. Is that actually, that may be McCage. Yeah, that's Octavius McCage on the catch that time, number 2.
Jalen Bradley on the stop for Glasgow, his 2nd tackle of the night.
Pickup of 13 yards there, first down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Three receivers right, one left. Gardner, the running back. Hallman will hand it off to Gardner, trying to get around the left end. He's got the corner. He's across the 45, the 50, and down right at the 50-yard line. Gain of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, number 3, Trey Smith again on the tackle. That's his 2nd. They're getting their speed to the corners right now and getting 7, 8, 9 yards.
An official timeout here as Russellville has a player down. And I believe that is the running back, Jamarian Gardner, who is down right at the 50 where he was tackled. Give you some more scores here. It is Hart County leading LaRue County 28-6 at halftime. Franklin Simpson over Warren Central 28-16 at halftime. Allen County Scottsville over Monroe County 24-0. Clinton County leads Wayne County 6-0. They're only in the first quarter. They had a lightning delay there. Warren East and Greenwood are tied at 14 after 3 quarters of play. That game being played over at Barron County as part of the Don Franklin Bowl. And Barron County will play Trigg County in the second game of that event. So that's going to be a very late night for those guys. As the Warren East Greenwood game has not yet come to an end. It started at 6 o'clock. They're in the 4th quarter now. So Barron County and Trigg will be lucky to get started probably before about 9:15 or so. Gardner's still down over there on the far sideline. And now they trying to get him up. Crowd gives him a nice hand.
Marion Gardner, the injured player for Russellville.
I don't know if we've given you this one. Bowling Green on top of Owensboro 35-0 at halftime. That is an eye-opener. Bowling Green played maybe the best team in the estate last week in Frederick Douglass.
I believe Boyle County's better.
Think so? They may be. 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers at the 50-yard line. Hallman in shotgun. He'll throw left side, pass caught at the 45 in Glasgow territory for another Russellville first down. That was Jacobian Temple Dickerson who made the catch, and he will advance the football to the 44.
Cannon Allen on the tackle, number 3 for him. They're just dinking and dunking right now, just the little out patterns on the wings, and their quarterback's getting to the receivers, and they're getting a little bit of extra yardage.
The new running back for Russellville that replaced Gardner is Keen Gray. Gray going to get his first carry of the night. He's around the left side, but not going to get anything more than back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Max Lee over there for that tackle. That's his second of the night.
No gain on that play. Second down and 10 from the Glasgow 44 for the Panthers. 8:49 to go in the third quarter. Glasgow on top 21-0. Gray sets up to Hallman's right. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Low shotgun snap. Hallman handles it, gets the pass out here, but it's dropped, and that was nearly a lateral, but they say it is a forward pass, so it's incomplete. It was intended for Norse out here behind the line of scrimmage.
That was pretty close. They run straight down the line, it looked like.
It'll be third down and 10.
Well, first time on this drive that we've stopped them on first and second down. They'll do it on third. But I'd say they will go for it on fourth.
Third down, 10.
Russellville comes to the line of scrimmage with the 11 on the play clock. Three wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Hallman, straight drop. He'll throw with the middle. The pass is caught. Boy, nice catch that time by LeBron Norse as he was battling. I believe that was Ryder Heller for the Scotties who was in there. Is that right, Larry? Is that
I thought it was Gary.
You thought it was who?
I thought it was Brady Gary.
Was it Geary? Okay, may have been Geary. Either way, he was battling a Scottie defender for the football.
Yeah, and he made a heck of a catch.
Yeah, Norse was able to hang on to it for the Russellville first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Hallman to throw. Looking over the middle. The pass is incomplete, but that'll be pass interference. Ryder Heller got there early. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty, and will be another first down for Russellville. It'll move it to the 15-yard line.
Dead ball foul. Pass interference indicated against Glasgow. First down 10 for the Panthers.
So Russellville with their deepest penetration of the night here at the Glasgow 15-yard line as they try to cut into this 21-0 lead that the Scotties have. 8:04 to go in the third quarter. Gardner back in there at the running back spot for Russellville now after being injured earlier in this series. Norse goes in motion, going to hand it off to him around the left side. He'll turn it upfield. He's got room. He is inside the 10 and down around the 5. I believe he's going to have another first down inside the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal, I believe.
Trey Smith again with a tackle. That's number 3 for him.
Ball at the 4, so it will be first and goal from the 4-yard line for the Panthers as they look for their first score of the night.
I thought we were wearing Russellville down, but I believe they're wearing us down right now.
They have on this drive. They have had the ball this entire second half for 4.5 minutes now. Gardner, the back to the right side of Hallman. Trips to the left side, a single wide out to the right. Hallman will give to Gardner. Tries to go up the middle with it. He will get a yard or 2.
Trey Smith again with a tackle number 4. Tried to cut it back. He was going outside and cut it back. Trey Smith there to make the stop.
Give him a 1-yard gain to the 3. Second and goal from there.
Second down, roll to go at the 3-yard line.
Three men go wide right, 1 left. Gardner again the running back. Hallman in shotgun. Scotty's coming off blitz on the left side. The pass is into the end zone, and it's knocked down. Nice job that time by Jalen Bradley. As Kanan Allen came on a blitz around the right side. McCage was the intended target that time, but Jalen Bradley able to get a hand on it and knock it down. It'll be third and goal from the 3.
Yeah, McCage is about 6'2" over there, and they try to just throw it up for grabs, but Jalen Bradley gets off of Brown pretty well.
Wildcat formation here. McCage taking the direct snap. He's going to go in untouched off the left side. That'll be the first touchdown of the night for Russellville.
Takes it in for the Panthers touchdown.
6:27 to go in the third quarter as Russellville gets on the scoreboard. Glasgow's lead now at 21-6. And Alex Arnold will come on to attempt the extra point. His first try of the year. Russellville scored just one touchdown last week against Warren Central and went for two to try to tie the game, so Arnold did not get a chance last week. And a flag, and I think we have a delay of game.
Yep. Play clock run out.
So instead of the 3-yard line, the ball will be spotted at the 8. That'll make this a 25-yard extra point try. And the kick is blocked. I'll tell you what, McCage, I don't think set up in the right spot to hold that. He was only set up about 4 yards behind the center. That ball normally when it's on the 8 would be spotted at the 15 when it's kicked. But either way, Glasgow lead stays at 21-6 as the extra point is blocked. 6:27 to go in the third quarter, and we are back after a 30-second timeout here on WCOU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
That scoring drive for for Russellville goes 80 yards in 11 plays. It took 5 minutes and 33 seconds. And Octavius McCade scored on a Wildcat formation 3-yard run. The extra point by Arnold was blocked by the Scotties. There were a host of Scotties there, so I did not see exactly who got a hand on it. It's 21-6. Glasgow on top of Russellville, and Scotties have had a player down being stretched out with a cramp. That is Trey Smith. And he is now up and limping towards the Glasgow sideline.
Yeah, good night for cramps.
Yeah, I figured we'd see more of them, to be honest with you, Larry. But
all right, the Scotties need to answer right back here. They don't need to let Russellville get the ball back and do some more of what they've done that first series. Scotties need to mount a good drive of their own here.
.6:27 to go in the third quarter as Temple Dickerson will tee it up to kick it away here for the Panthers. Bradley, Bull, Martin, the deep men for the Scotties. Dickerson will kick it deep, and Martin fields it around the 9. He's got the 15, the 20, 25, gets a good block. He's out to the 30, 35, sheds a tackler. He's out across the 40, and good field position for the Scotties as Martin will be run out of bounds around the 42.
Yeah, Tavion Harris is the man that knocked him out of bounds. He's sophomore, 5'8", 155, first tackle of the night.
Runs him out of bounds.
30-yard return there for Jarek Martin.
Ball spotted at the Scottie.
First and 10 Scotties, 6:18 to go in the third quarter. Glasgow gets the ball for the first time here in this second half. They lead 21-6. Power eye left, Gum under center. Bull, the deep man in the set. They'll give it to him up the middle. Cam runs into the back of a couple of blockers. He's going to cross the 45 and get it out near the 48-yard line.
It's number 6 on the tackle. That's David Owens, and that's his 5th tackle of the night. He leads Russellville in tackles right now.
Now, Bull was a little bit slow to get up. Thought he was going to come out for a moment, but he is going to stay in. Pickup of 6 yards there for Bull. It'll be second down and 4. Wide out to the right side is Jeremiah Moore this time. 2 tight end set. I formation behind Gum. We'll give this off to the fullback. That's Kanan Allen. He'll cross the 50 to the Russellville 49. He'll be about a yard shy of the first down.
Number 50, Anthony Allen on that tackle. That's his 3rd of the night. Just straight handoff right up the middle of the fullback.
So 3rd and 1 here from the Russellville 49. Allen and Bull in a straight I once again. Gum under center. Here's the give to Bull. He's got the first down. Across the 45. Ball pops out. And let's see.
I think Russellville got it. No, I might be wrong. I think Glasgow's on the bottom of it.
Yep, it is Glasgow that came up with it.
So who that is on the bottom there, he's not getting up.
The man who recovered it is staying down on his belly, so we can't pick up the number. It's an offensive lineman, I believe. That much I can tell. Well,
yeah, he's got a cramp too.
Player on the field.
We've got the ball.
So Glasgow is going to maintain possession, and it will be a Baird Private Wealth Management first down. Ball, I think, is going to be spotted at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, Cameron got hit. He broke one tackle, and it looked like he was going to get out into the clear, and then somebody else knocked the football. Somebody knocked the football out of his hand. And then when and this young man on the ground right now is the one who recovered it, and I can't tell his number. That's number 50.
It's Justice Payton, Larry. So credit him with that fumble recovery for the Scotties to maintain possession. Warren East and Greenwood has gone final. Warren East defeats Greenwood 21-14 over at Barron County High School.
At the Panthers 41-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Scotties. They're at the Russellville 41. Glasgow leads 21-6. We have 4:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. I formation in the backfield. 2 tight ends. Wide out to the right side. Gum off play action. Looking. Now he's going to run with it. 40. And he'll be run out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And that ball, was a late hit out of bounds by LeBron Norris. And fortunately, Hudson Gum was able to avoid the metal bench that is over here on the Glasgow sideline, but he had to make some effort to avoid it.
One little ball boys over there didn't get out of the way, though.
And there is a flag on the play, so you can tack on 15 yards of this. This will be a personal foul, late hit out of bounds on Russellville.
I didn't see it. Was it what's it? Late hit.
That's 8 penalties now on Russellville for 60 yards. Penalty moves the football to the Russellville 24-yard line, where it's another Baird Private Wealth Management first down.
10 Scotties at the Panthers 24-yard line.
10 seconds on the play clock as the Scotties come to the line of scrimmage. Gum will go in shotgun this time with Bull to his right. A bunch set of 3 receivers tied to the formation on the right side. Hudson Gum rolling that way. Going to let it go. The pass is going to be caught by, who is that? That's Kellen Stone. He had to go to his knees to make the catch, and so that's where he's going to be ruled down at, obviously.
Yeah, he didn't get much after he caught it. P.K. Darden is the man that made the stop. That's number 3 for him.
Gain of just a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Gain of 1. Second down 9.
Lee, the tight end on the right side, a power eye set in the backfield. Quick throw out here to the left side to Martin, and he drops it. Jarek had already turned his head upfield trying to get it past the defender that was in front of him, and he just did not see it into his hands. And it'll be 3rd down and 9.
He had a couple of defenders right with him. I don't know whether he's going to get a lot of yards or not, but he's got some moves. He knows how to get by people.
4 down territory for the Scotties at the Russellville 23. 3rd and 9 coming up here. Power eye left. Bull dots the eye. Martin the lone wide out to the left side. Give to Bull, and he gets hit, but a flag is down. A whistle blew just as the ball was snapped. I actually don't see a flag, but I did hear the whistle, so let's see what we got.
Over here on this sideline.
False start called on the Scotties. We'll make it 3rd down and 14 now after that 5-yard penalty. It'll move the ball back to the 28. Under 4 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Russellville punched one in on their last drive. You'd really like to see the Scotties get one in here to get that momentum back.
You would, yes.
3rd and 14, though, at the Russellville 28. Need to get a healthy chunk of yardage here on this 3rd down play. Kellen Stone comes in motion to the near side, and now a flag is down and a delay of game on the Scotties.
We're making it hard.
Back-to-back 5-yard penalties, and it'll be 3rd and 20 now, 3rd and 19 now. With the ball back to the 33.
Well, you don't have to get it all right here because you know you're going to go for it. So get a good chunk of it.
Twin wideouts each side. Bull, the running back. Here comes Martin in motion to the near side. Gum steps up in the pocket. He'll throw, and he overthrows Jalen Bradley down around the 20-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 19 now.
Yeah, there was another time that I think he could run the football rather than throw it. Wouldn't have gotten the 1st down, but he'd have got a good chunk of it back.
Offense will stay on the field here.
Well, send Jarek Martin and company down to the end zone and throw it up.
And we've got a timeout called.
Oh, we got a man down here in the end zone. I didn't see that.
I didn't either. Yeah, it's an official timeout for an injury on the play here.
I think it was Kanan Allen, I believe, number 6.
And down on his back, so I can't pick it up, Larry. But 3:08 to go in this 3rd quarter of play, and didn't really have too much problem with cramping in the first half, but as we've gotten into this 3rd quarter, this is at least the 3rd time the game has been stopped for cramps. Again, on this hot, muggy night, that is to be expected. See if you've had any new scores come in here lately. It is Hart County over LaRue County, 35-6 as they begin the 4th quarter in that ball game. Wayne County has taken a 20-6 lead over Clinton County, and that's at halftime. We already told you Warren East defeated Greenwood 21-14. That's the final score. And that is Kanan Allen, who was down with a cramp. As they get him up to his feet.
Well, do we have a 4th and 19 play in the playbook?
We're about to find out, I think, Larry.
Bruce said quick kick.
Ryder
Down
Heller,
to the 1.
Ryder Heller in there at fullback to replace Allen. Campbell, the tailback. Scotty's in a straight I formation. 3 receivers bunched tightly to the formation on the left side, and we're going to get a timeout called by Glasgow now.
Timeout, Glasgow.
3:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. You kind of hate to burn a timeout right there, Larry, after you just had an injury timeout and had some time to think about it there. But for whatever reason, Scotties felt the need to burn that one to talk it over here on 4th down and 19. What do you think about the Cats in Southern Miss tomorrow, Larry? You going down?
Nope.
Or going up, I should say?
No, I'm not going.
No?
Nope. Gave up my tickets
I knew you
2 years ago.
Yeah, I knew you gave them up. I just thought maybe you were going for this game or something. I didn't know. Hopefully the Cats can pull that one off without too much trouble.
I think they might.
We shall see.
Southern Miss, I think, ranked the 5th worst team in college football.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Here we go, 4th and 19. Ball at the Russellville 33. Hudson Gummins, shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Gum Fakes a pass, now steps up, going to run with it. He breaks a couple of tackles inside the 25, breaks to the outside. He's got the 20 and the 18, but that will not be enough for a first down.
Yeah, gave it a good try. I think if he'd have done that on that third down play, that he would have gotten a good chunk of yardage back.
Scotties, for the second time tonight, will turn the ball over on downs.
Third time, Joe.
Oh, it's the third time? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So first and 10 for Russellville at their own 14 with 2:56 left in this third quarter. Glasgow up 21-6, and this is a critical defensive series for the Scotties here. You do not need to let Russellville get another one on the board because they already had the momentum.
Well, they've already gone 80 yards this half on a drive. You don't want to let them have another one.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Hallman, the quarterback. Hallman looking left. Has time, now flushed out, rolling to the left side. Pass intercepted. That's Kellen Stone, his third of the night. He's at the 15, the 10, slips a tackle, tries to get away from another man, and he will not, but it is 4 picks tonight for the Scottie secondary, 3 of them from the senior, Kellen Stone.
Boy, that's nice. He just snatched that one right out of the air.
His third of the night.
And again, the Scotties have another player down with cramps. But Glasgow's going to be set up first and goal at the Russellville 9-yard line. And that was Kavian Massey. Who was down with cramps, but he's okay. Looks like he's going to be able to stay in the ball game here. Actually, he will come out late now.
Where are we at, 8 or 9?
The 9, I believe, 9. Larry. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Glasgow leads 21-6, 2:44 to go in the third quarter.
First down, goal to go, Glasgow.
A wing back each way this time for the Scotties, and now a flag on Glasgow. A flag thrown here, illegal participation called on Russellville once again. That is the 4th time tonight they have been called for illegal participation.
Illegal substitution indicated against Russellville.
Wonder what they're doing.
Well, the first 3 I know were too many men on the field. I think that was the same thing, too many men breaking the huddle. I think maybe they had too many men on the field there, but I don't know. But the ball had not been snapped, so if you're on defense, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, there's one running off right there.
So first and goal from the 5 now, just inside the 5. Here's a pitch back, and I believe that was Jalen Bradley maybe on the carry. He didn't get much, actually lost yardage. Back to the 8-yard line. It'll be second and goal from there.
Yeah, number 4 on the tackle that time. That's T.K. Darden again, number 4 for him.
T.K. Darden picks up his 4th tackle of the game. Second and goal. Second down, goal to go.
Allen and Bull in a straight eye formation. Martin's the wide out to the right.
The Panther 3.
Tight end on either side. Gum gives to Bull. Bounces to the outside. He's got the 5. Tries to cut back to the inside. He does, and then runs over a man at the goal line. Touchdown, Scotties.
Boy, good hard run. Cam Bull's tough young man.
Now Cam cramping up, it looks like maybe, as he limps over to the sideline. That touchdown brought to you by Arrow Safety. And Glasgow goes on top 27-6 with 1:57 to go in the third quarter.
What was run, about 8 yards?
It was, yes, an 8-yard touchdown run for Cam Bull. It is his 3rd of the night. He had 3 last week against LaRue County as well. And there is another player. So you got Cam Bull being stretched out for a cramp on the sideline. And there's another Scottie player down around the 4 being stretched out for a cramp. Can't pick out the number here down on his back.
Yeah, Bull's up all right on the sidelines. He's all right. It's number 52.
And that for the Scotties is Jordan Huffman. He is up and walking off the field okay. Jared Malagon on to attempt his extra point, trying to stay perfect on the night. 3 of 3 so far. Snap a little high, but Martin gets it down. The kick is up, and that kick is good, just inside the right upright. Minute 57 to go in this third quarter. Your score now Glasgow 28, Russellville 6. We'll stay right here and tell you about this scoring drive for the Scotties. It was a short one because of the third interception of the night by Kellen Stone, setting Glasgow up at the 9-yard line. It was a 2-play, 9-yard drive. And it took only 47 seconds. Cam Bull scoring from 8 yards out, his third rushing touchdown of the game. And the extra point good for Jared Malagon. 28-6 Scotties. 1:57 to go in the third quarter of play here at Hank Royse Stadium.
Well, that's what you want. We've had 4 interceptions now, and 3 of them have led to touchdowns.
Russellville has put it in the air a bunch tonight. How many pass attempts do they have, Bruce? Does Russellville have 26 pass attempts on the night, and they are, as a team, 12 of 26 through the air for just 98 yards and 4 interceptions.
Jared Malagon tees the ball up for the Scotties.
How many rushing yards do they have tonight, Bruce? Just 78. Malagon has it teed up. Temple Dickerson and Gardner back deep for Russellville. They'll kick it towards Temple Dickerson, and Norris actually will field it at the 15. He's got the 20, 25, 30, 35, out to the 40, and to about the 42-yard line. So excellent field position for Russellville to start this drive.
Look, number 22 on the tackle for the Scotties, and that would be Stephen Garrett. That's his first tackle tonight for the 5'8", 150 junior.
27-yard return for Norse. First and 10, Panthers at their own 42. Glasgow on top 28-6. We have 1 minute and 50 seconds to go in this third quarter. Feels like it's been a long third quarter. We've had a lot of injury timeouts.
Second quarter was long too, but the injury timeouts have made the third long.
Panthers come to the line of scrimmage with 2 receivers to the right side and 2 to the left. Actually 3 to the right side now, as a player late running onto the field is Cadence Bertram. Hallman to throw. Swing pass to Gardner out of the backfield, caught at the 35. He's got the 40, and he'll go down at the 42, I think. Right back to the line of scrimmage is all he got.
There's Brady Gary again on the tackle. That's number 5 for him in this game.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10.
No gain.
Better watch them. They'll throw that, do that again and throw the halfback pass off of it. Because he had plenty of time.
10 seconds on the play clock as Russellville gets to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers each side. Here's the snap to Hallman. Throwing deep down the middle, looking for McCage. It is caught at the 15, 10-5 into the end zone goes Octavius McCage.
Well, Jalen Bradley jumped as high as he could jump, and I thought he got a hand on it, but if he did, the ball came right down in his hands.
Bradley cramping up immediately as he came down to the ground. But there was really nothing wrong at all with that coverage by Jalen Bradley. That ball was just thrown perfectly from McCage to run underneath it. And Russellville quickly back on the scoreboard. They now trail 28-12, and you would think they will go for 2 right here. 54 seconds to play in this third quarter.
How far was that pass play?
It's a good question. 58 yards.
58.
Still working on Jalen Bradley here. Going to get him up. Jalen gingerly making his way to the sideline. Russellville will go for 2 here. Their extra point after their first touchdown of the night was blocked. McCade's going to set up in Wildcat formation. He'll take a direct snap with 2 blockers to his right side, so look for him to head that way.
Big guy.
There he goes, looking for the end zone, and he is in for the 2-point try, but there is a flag on the back side of the play, so let's see what this is. It'll be a hold on Russellville.
Had two big guys in the backfield for him to run behind, and there wasn't any problem for him getting 3 yards.
So that 10-yard penalty will move the football back to the 13-yard line, and we'll see if Russellville rethinks going for 2 here. Nope, don't believe so. They're just bringing in a different personnel group. They're going to stay on the field here and go for 2.
Put the receivers in this time.
Shouldn't that ball be at the 13? I guess maybe the hold occurred at the 2. Ball is at the 12. They mark it from the spot of the penalty. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Hallman to throw left side. The pass is incomplete. Threw it behind the intended receiver, who I believe was LeBron Nurse. So the score remains Glasgow 28, Russellville 12, with 54 seconds to go in this third quarter. And that drive for Russellville, 2 plays, 58 yards. And it was a 58 or 48 yard, Bruce, or 58? That's what I thought. Yeah, it's a 58-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Hallman to Octavius McCage. The extra point, the 2-point try fails, and it's Glasgow 28, Russellville 12, 54.1 seconds to go in the third.
Well, Russellville has found a little life in this second half. They've started to move the football. An 80-yard drive on the first play, and then a big pass play on the second time they've gotten it, with an interception sandwiched in between.
Temple Dickerson to kick it away.
Javokian Temple Dickerson.
And
what happened?
Larry, I was looking downfield here
too.
when I don't know what happened. Temple Dickerson approached it to kick it, and I don't know if he just missed it or if he was trying an onside kick or what happened. I was looking downfield to see who the new deep man was since Jalen Bradley was out with that injury.
I'm going to say he tried an onside kick, but I was like you. I was looking back down the field to see who was back there.
Well, either way, the ball did not go 10 yards, and so it'll be a 5-yard illegal touching penalty called on Russellville. So that'll put Glasgow at the Russellville 39-yard line with 54 seconds to go in this third quarter. So Scotties with a gift right there.
Panther 39-yard line.
Bull dots the I formation. Gum under center. Gives to the fullback, who I believe was Kanan Allen that time, but let me make sure.
Cameron Bull carries.
Kanan Allen on the carry that time.
Kanan Allen.
Number 50, Anthony Allen on the tackle, number 4 for him.
Pickup of about 3 yards to the 36-yard line, where it's second down and 7.
Fourth of the game.
Allen and Bull again in the I. Martin's the wide out to the right side. 2 tight ends, 1 on each side. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Gum will snap, gives to Bull, right up the middle with it. Cam going to get 2 or 3. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
number 52, Sam Edge, on that tackle. That's number 4 for him.
It'll be third down for the Scotties when we come back for the final 12 minutes after 3. It's Glasgow 28, Russellville 12. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Third down 4.
Third down 4 for the Scotties. The ball at the Russellville 32-yard line. Here's the give off to Campbell. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Going to get away from that tackler. 30, 25, 20, and out of bounds. Where will they spot him out? At the 21, actually, so he did not make the 20. But it is a Baird Private Wealth Management first down for the Scotties.
Jarius Coleman on that tackle, number 2 for him.
It's a first down and 10 for the Scotties at the Panther 21.
Just underway here in this fourth quarter with Glasgow on top 28-12 and looking for more here. They're at the Russellville 21, first down and 10. Power eye to the right. Fullbacks are Heller and Allen. Tailback is Bull. Martin, the wide receiver, to the right side. Gum to throw, looking for Martin, and it's wide of him there that time.
Yeah, threw it behind him a little bit, but Jarek slipped anyway and fell down. I guess trying to get back to the ball.
Second down and 10 as the clock stops after that incomplete pass. Well, should have stopped, but it's not. Now they stop. Now they're stopping it.
Now they're running it.
Now the officials are trying to stop it. Going to have to put some time back on the clock here. I think it was around 11:20, 11:19 or so. He says 11:37, but man, I don't think there was quite that much time.
That's too much.
Yeah, that's way too much time.
Yeah, it was
that's at least 18 seconds.
120 something.
I was thinking it was 11:19. Second down 10 for the Scotties. Gum under center, I formation behind him. Hudson will give to Campbell. Going to go off the left side. And just power running here, keeping his feet alive.
He still had gone
And now they finally blow the whistle as he gets down inside the 15 to around the 13-yard line. I mean, he got hit at the line of scrimmage, and he gained a good 7 or 8 yards after that contact.
Yeah, Chrison Woods made the tackle. That's his second.
Ryan Nurse gets his fourth tackle.
And we've got Russellville coaches out on the field, and a timeout is not being called. I'm not sure what that's about.
Now they had a player down. He's coming off the field now.
Okay. And they need to reset the play clock here. It's down to 5, and they are going to reset it.
Reset it, yeah.
So now 20 on the clock as Hudson Gum heads out to give the play to his teammates. And now a flag down from the Glasgow sideline. So what is this? Illegal participation on the Scotties. So did Glasgow have too many men on the field that time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just see 11.
That 5-yard penalty backs it up to the 18. It's 3rd down and 7.
Third down, 7.
10:31 left in this ball game. Glasgow leading 28-12. Twin wideouts each way. Gum in shotgun. Ryder Heller is the running back to the left side. Going to give it off to Heller. Nice hole up the middle, and it closes up pretty quickly, though. Heller does get down to around the 15.
Yeah, D.K. Darden is the man that came in and closed it up. That's his 5th tackle.
And it'll bring up 4th down and 4 for the Scotties after a 3-yard pickup there. If you can punch one in here, you feel pretty good about things.
Yes.
But got to convert this 4th down. Allen and Heller are the backs in an I formation, and they both moved early. Make it 4th down and 9.
Against Glasgow.
So some sloppy play here by the Scotties.
Yeah, the last series has been pretty sloppy.
That's now 8 penalties on Glasgow for 60 yards.
Yeah, we had 8 for 45 last week. So that's 16 penalties in 2 games.
4th down and 9. The ball at the Russellville 20 now. Heller and Allen in the backfield. Martin wide to the left. 2 tight end set. Gum off play action, rolling out to the left side. Looking into the end zone. Wide open. It is not caught by Max Lee.
Ooh. Oh, he had him. I don't know whether it hit his hands or whether it just barely out of his reach. I don't know.
So the Scotties unable to convert on 4th down, and they will turn the ball over on downs for the 4th time tonight. 9:35 to go in the ball game. 28-12. Glasgow leads. So Russellville still in this thing. Hart County has defeated LaRue County 42-12. That is a final score. Allen County Scottsville 40-6 over Monroe County, also a final score. Hallman in shotgun. 2 wideouts to each side of the formation. They put Norse in motion. They're going to give it off to him as he sweeps around the right end. He's going to get across the 30. Has a 1st down for Russellville. They'll spot him out just shy of the 35.
Every time they run that play, they get good yardage out of it. Alexander Contreras made that tackle. That's his 3rd.
Pickup of 15. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Russellville 35. Gardner, the running back. 2 receivers each side. Temple Dickerson in motion to the near side. They give it off to him now on a jet sweep. He tries to turn it upfield. He'll get to the 40. Gain of 5.
Well, they played that one just a little bit better than they did on the other side. Stephen Garrett on the tackle, number 2 for him.
Even the 41, actually, a gain of 6.
Gain of 6. Kanan Allen made that tackle.
2nd down and 4. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Scotties holding a 28-12 lead over the Russellville Panthers. Same formation with 2 receivers each way. Hallman to throw. Looking to the right side. Pass is nearly intercepted, but I think it hit the ground.
Yeah.
Jarek Martin made a diving attempt for it, but he trapped it on the ground. That would have been Glasgow's 5th interception of the night if he was able to come up with it. Third down and 4 from the Russellville 41.
Third down, 4.
Same set with 2 wideouts to each side. It goes Norse in motion to the right side. Hallman to throw, looking that way. It'll be caught by Norse at the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get anything beyond that.
Hallman complete to Brian Norris, brought down by Brady Geary, his 6th tackle of the ball.
Brady Geary on the tackle. And Russellville going to call a timeout here as they are going to ponder going for it on 4th and 4 in their own territory, down 28-12. This timeout brought to you by Applebee's, and we will be back after a 30-second break here on WCLU Sports.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
(28-12), Glasgow leads Russellville, 8:20 to go in this ball game. Again, this timeout brought to you by Applebee's, and we remind you that if you wear your Scotties attire to Applebee's tonight, you'll get 10% off your meal in non-alcoholic beverages. That's tonight only. 4th and 4 for the Panthers at their own 41 as they go for it here. 8:20 to go in the ball game. Hallman to throw. Looking right side, passes incomplete through the hands of Noah Stovall on the sideline. It would have been a first down if he made the catch, but he didn't. And the Panthers will turn the ball over on downs.
Yeah, he just threw that ball way too hard, I think.
We're a little late on this, but let's give you the stats through 3 quarters of play. Glasgow with 13 first downs to Russellville's 8. Glasgow 160 yards rushing, 120 passing, a total of 280. Russellville 78 rushing, 148 passing, a total of 226. Russellville's turned it over 4 times. All of those have been interceptions. Scotties do have 1 turnover on the night. Glasgow penalized 6 times for 50 yards. Russellville 11 for 80. 1st and 10, Scotties at the Russellville 41. I formation behind Gum. Here's the give to Cam Bull. Cam hit as he gets to the line of scrimmage. He'll get a yard, maybe 2, and a flag comes in at the end of the play from the umpire.
Tries the right side of the line.
Yeah, number 16, Tavion Harris made the tackle. That's his second.
Bull slow to get up here. See what the call is. Cam is up to his feet now. Personal foul, face mask against Russellville. That'll be a 15-yard penalty and will be a Baird Private Wealth Management first down. Penalty moves the ball to the Russellville 25. Glasgow 28, Russellville 12, 7:57 to play. Martin will split out wide to the right side. Allen and Bull split in the backfield here. Max Lee, the wingback on the right, is going to pitch it to Bull around the right end. He's got the 20, cuts back to the inside to 15 and down just shy of the 10. It'll be another Baird Private Wealth Management first down for the Scotties.
Noah Stovall on the tackle. It's his 3rd of the night.
Ball at the 12-yard line.
Yeah.
And another timeout.
Somebody down over here. Can't see who it is.
It's right in front of the Glasgow bench. It is a Glasgow player.
That's Bull, I'm afraid. Holding his head for some reason.
It is Cam Bull. Looks like it's his right ear. I'm not sure if it's his head or his ear. I'm not sure, maybe. 1st and 10 for the Scotties at the Russellville 12. Heller, the new tailback, they'll pitch it back to him. Ryder going to get cut down as he gets near the 10. Pickup of about 2 yards as he took it around the right end that time.
Number 4, that's T.K. Darden again. That's tackle number 6.
Actually, just a gain of 1. They only give him the 11, so 2nd down and 9. Bartley and Lee, the tight ends. Allen and Heller in the I formation. Martin wide to the right. Gum going to hand to Heller. Makes the man miss in the backfield, inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Yeah, good cutback. He ran into somebody and got bumped and then cut back into the middle for the touchdown.
And that will be Ryder Heller's first touchdown of the season. Maybe his first of his varsity career. I'd have to look back to last year's stats to see if Ryder had one as a freshman. That puts Glasgow up 34-12 now with 7:09 to go in the ball game, and that touchdown brought to you by Arrow Safety. Jared Malagon trying to stay perfect on his extra points tonight. Good snap, hold down, kick up, kick good. 7:09 to play in this ball game, 35-12. Glasgow now seemingly in control of this one. But Russellville scored in 2 plays on their last possession, so don't turn us off yet. You never know.
You never know.
Give you a look at that scoring drive here in just a moment. And here it is. It is a 4-play, 41-yard drive for the Scotties. It took 1 minute and 7 seconds. Ryder Heller getting a 10-yard touchdown run, the first of the season for Ryder, the sophomore. Extra point once again good for Jared Malagon. He's 5 of 5 on the night.
A ring that looks like a wedding
Yeah,
band.
Jared kicking the ball a whole lot better on his extra points than he did last week. He kind of leaned into them. He pulled a couple, and 2 of them was line drives that went through, but kicking them nice and high tonight.
7:09 to go in this ball game. Somebody from the concession stand before the game, right before the game, came up and gave us a wedding band that someone had left behind there at the concession stand. Jerry Ring's been trying to give that thing away all night. Nobody wants their wedding ring back.
No,
not sure what that says, but
nobody wants it, or they've already gone one.
Malagon to kick this thing away. It's a low bouncing kick. Fielded at the 25-yard line. That's Nurse. He's got it across the 30, 35, 40. And did he actually make the 40? Let's see if he got there. He was run out of bounds.
On the kickoff return.
I think it's going to be spotted right at the 40.
Clock.
It will be spotted right at the 40 for Russellville. Return of 15 yards there. The officials are huddled up here. I'm not sure if they're discussing the clock. We did have a few extra seconds run off the clock there. They're huddled up about something. I don't see a flag on the field anywhere. We're going to re-kick this ball for some reason. Maybe the ball was not blown ready for play or something. That's about all I can think of, Larry. What do you think?
I guess. I don't know. They're going to reset the clock and back to 7. I thought it was 7:09. It was 7:09.
Well, we won't argue over 1 second.
No.
They got 7:08 on the clock now. So we'll do it all over again as Jared Malagon tees it up. Temple Dickerson and Gardner are the deep men for the Panthers. So now we understand the ball was falling off the tee as Malagon kicked it, so should have been blown dead. Here's another low line drive kick. It'll be fielded and just fallen on by one of the up men for Russellville. That was Teron Garvin who recovered it. Ball at the 27-yard line, and Russellville Terriers at the 28. Actually, the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at that spot. 7:05 to go. Glasgow holding a 35-12 lead.
First down and 10. The ball spotted on the
Twin receivers each way. Gardner, the running back. Hallman, the quarterback, in shotgun. He'll throw deep down the right sideline, and he overthrows LeBron Nurse, who was the intended target. He was bracketed in coverage that time by a couple of Scottie defenders. It was Landon Martin and Jeremiah Moore, each running down the field with him. Clock. .6:43 to go here in the ball game.
Second down, 10.
Hallman in shotgun. He'll throw once again, looking to the right side this time, and the pass is incomplete. Jarek Martin on the coverage for the Scotties. Intended target looks like was Noah Stovall. Russellville just 15 of 33 through the air for 148 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Third down 10. Trips to the left side this time, a single man wide right. Hallman drops under pressure, steps up, and he is sacked.
Finally got one. Number 60, is that who it was? Massey?
And the ball spotted at the 23-yard line. Second sack of the season for Kievan Massey. He had one last week as well against LaRue County.
And we got a Russellville player down now. I don't know whether this game's going to get over or not.
We sailed pretty good through the first half without any cramps, maybe a couple, but I bet we've had at least 7 or 8 stoppages of play here in the second half for cramping. .6:14 to go in the ball game. Glasgow leads 35-12. Haven't had any new scores come through. Metcalfe County and Edmonson County have been in a long lightning delay. Got a score on that one at 7:28 p.m. Metcalfe County was up 6-0 over Edmonson County at the end of the first quarter when the lightning delay began. And they did not start playing again until 9:09, so over an hour and a half lightning delay in that Metcalfe County-Edmonson County game. And the injured Russellville player being helped off the field. That's LeBron Nurse. And Russellville will punt it away here on 4th and 15 as Alex Arnold is in to kick it away. Jalen Bradley back deep for the Scotties. Snap is high, but Arnold brings it down. Kick is away, low end over ender, bounces at the 47, and will get across into Glasgow territory and roll out of bounds at the 36. Punt of 41 yards for Alex Arnold with no return.
Around the 36-yard line.
Russellville does have 2 timeouts left, but now if you're the Scotties, all you want to do is run that clock. So I'd be surprised if you see Glasgow put another ball in the air here. 5:57 to go. The Scotties lead 35-12.
Yeah, just need to run time now. Get some first downs and take some time off the clock.
High formation behind Gum. Here's the give to the tailback, which I believe was Cam Bull, who is back in the ball game, but let me make sure. Nope, that's actually Kanan Allen who was on the carry that time. Pick up of 4 yards to the 40, 2nd down and 6.
David Owens made that tackle after a gain of 4 yards.
Gum again under center, I formation behind him. Here's the give to Ryder Heller, who is the tailback, and he is hit as soon as he takes the handoff. Good penetration that time by the Russellville defender.
Yeah, Sam Edge, 5th tackle for him. He was in there before you could even turn around.
So Cam Bull's night is apparently done. I've been looking for him here on the sideline. I actually don't see him, but he's probably down there somewhere. Ryder Heller in there at tailback in his spot. His night is definitely done. I see Cam now. He's here on the trainer's table with his shoulder pads off. 3rd and 9 for the Scotties. Give to Heller. He'll go off the left side and nothing. Lost a yard, I think.
Russellville getting stronger up front there. Number 42 that time. That's Kashawn Woods, his 3rd tackle.
It will be a loss back to the 36, and on 4th down and 10, Glasgow will punt it back to the Panthers with now 4:12 to play.
4th down for Glasgow, 4th down 10.
Temple Dickerson will go back deep for the Panthers as Kanan Allen's in to punt it away. His 2nd punt of the night. First one went for 42 yards. Rolled dead right around the 5-yard line. It was a beauty. Good snap. Allen gets it off. High end-over-end kick. Dickerson will field it at the 32. He's across the 35, the 40. And going to be wrapped up by a host of Scottie tacklers as he gets around the 42-yard line. And then a flag comes in at the end of the play.
Let's see who's on the bottom of that pile. Number 17. That would be Landon Martin, his first tackle.
32-yard punt for Kanan Allen. Personal foul against Russellville here.
Yeah, somebody shoved somebody over here on the away from the ball, and they threw the flag.
So back the Panthers up 15 yards. It was going to be at the 42, I believe. That'll be the 13th penalty tonight for 110 yards on Russellville, so they have certainly hurt themselves in that category. Ball to the 27. First and 10 for the Panthers at their own 27. Hallman has Gray in the backfield with him. He's got 2 receivers each way. Here comes Dickerson in motion. They're going to give it off to him. Trying to get around the left end. The Scotties string it out and say, I don't think so.
Yeah, we played that one very well. Xander Contreras, his 4th tackle.
And now a flag in at the end of that play. Let's see what this one's all about.
Xander Contreras makes the tackle, penalty marker on the play.
It'll be against the Scotties. Unsportsmanlike conduct, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody was standing over the ball carrier, taunting him, and you cannot do that. Got to be smarter than that.
Yeah, made a great play and didn't do that.
2nd down and 2 after the penalty. 3 men wide to the right, 1 to the left. Hallman looking to the left side. Pass going to be caught by Coleman at the 40. He'll turn upfield and get across the 45 before going out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Jalen Bradley with the tackle. That's his 3rd.
48-yard line, actually. It's a first down for the Panthers. We've got 3:09 to go. Glasgow leads 35-12. Glasgow just trying to keep everything in front of them at this point and make Russellville slowly work the ball down the field. They'll be fine with that. 1st and 10 Panthers at their own 48. Hallman in shotgun. Gray, the running back, to his left. Hallman again will throw. Looking to the right side. Man is wide open. It is caught at Stovall at the 15 and tackled by Jarek Martin.
Jarek fell down.
That's what I thought. I thought I saw Jarek getting up as I was just turning my attention to the receiver there.
He had a bead on it. Looked like he was going to go up and try to get it, and then all of a sudden he just fell down.
So another Russellville first down, a big gainer there to the 13-yard line in Glasgow territory. 40-yard pickup. Hallman throws right side, pass caught. Receiver will go right down after a fairly short gain. That was Stovall on the catch. Let's see where they put it down here.
Jarek Martin with his 5th tackle of the night.
Ball at the 10. 3-yard gain there. 2nd down, 7. Clock at 2 minutes to go here. Scotties lead 35-12.
We haven't had any interceptions this side, have we?
Hallman to throw. Under pressure. Steps up, and he's sacked.
Somebody got him.
Don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. If not, it will be a Glasgow sack. Let's see where they spot it. It is a loss of a yard back to the 11, so it'll be a sack.
That's number 50. That is Justice Payton. First tackle.
And a timeout taken by Russellville. This timeout brought to you by Applebee's. We remind you once again that you need to swing by Applebee's tonight and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages just by showing up in your Scotties attire and eating good in the neighborhood. Glasgow appears to be headed towards going 2-0 on the year. They lead 35-12 with 1:45 to go in this ball game. Russellville has 1 timeout remaining. Another final score for you here. Franklin Simpson defeats Warren Central 49-22. And Edmonson County leads Metcalfe County 7-6 at halftime now. Third down 8 for the Panthers. Ball at the 11. Hallman in shotgun. 3 receivers left side, 1 right. And a whistle as the ball is snapped. Did somebody move early? It is an offsides on the Scotties. So Glasgow was either came across early or was lined up offside.
Against Glasgow.
Move the ball to the 5-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 2. How many penalties, Bruce? 10 Glasgow penalties now for 80 yards. That is way too many. Scotty's coming on a blitz up the middle. Russellville picks it up, and the quick throw by Hallman is incomplete. Intended for Stovall in the end zone. It was thrown behind him. Jarek Martin got a hand on it but could not bring it in for the interception. Scotty's already have 4 interceptions on the night.
Yeah, good pressure right up the middle on him. He had to hurry that throw. The receiver would have been open if he leads him just a little bit. He would have had a touchdown.
4th and 2 from, actually 4th and 3 from the 6-yard line is where the ball spotted at the 6. So 4th and 3.
4th down 3.
1:40 to play. Hallman in shotgun. Scotty's coming on a blitz off the right side. The pass going to be caught, or actually incomplete. It was not caught, and that will do it for this Russellville drive. It was McCage who the intended target was. He was not going to get the first down even if he makes the catch, as Scotty's had it covered very well. So Russellville turns the football over on downs.
I don't believe I've ever seen so many turnover on downs.
Been a bunch of them, hasn't it?
5 or 6 of them tonight.
I thought it'd be even more than that. Glasgow's had 4 themselves, haven't they? Isn't that what you told me?
Let me see.
I bet Russellville's turned it over at least 4 or 5 times on downs.
That's 8.
That's what I thought.
8 total.
So 4 for each team, I guess. 1st and 10 for the Scotties. They're going to take over at their own 6-yard line. Just 1:36 to play, so just can take 2 or 3 knees here, and this one should be over unless Russellville wants to burn a timeout. Gum will take the snap and take a knee.
What's going on?
They just need it. They're trying to decide whether they're going to call timeout. They don't have it on the last, so they wouldn't run it. They're not using it, so that's good.
Scotty's going to be able to just run this clock out here.
Well, it's going to be a good win for the Scotties, but it's been a hard fought.
More hard fought than I thought it would be, Larry, to be honest with you. Russellville, I tell you what, they've earned my respect tonight.
Yeah, Russellville's got some players.
1st and 10.
They are so much better than they have been the last couple of years. They were just a really bad football team the last 2 years. Gum takes another knee. They have to do that one more time. Maybe. Depends on when they blow the ball ready for play. And I think he will have to take one more. Oh, it's an automatic 40-second game clock, 40-second play clock, so he does definitely have to take one more. Down to 20 seconds. Scotties come to the line. Gum snaps it, takes a knee, and that'll do it. The Glasgow Scotties go to 2-0 on the year as they get a 35-12 victory over the Russellville Panthers. Russellville dropping to 0-2 on the season. We'll come back in a moment on our Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up. We'll take a look at the final stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. We'll also have our Hardee's Hot and Fresh play of the game. We'll have our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance player of the game. And we'll also talk with Glasgow head coach Jeff Garman. Scotties win it 35-12 over the Russellville Panthers. We're back on the Don Franklin Auto post-game show after this 4-minute timeout here on WCOU Sports.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
Reliable internet and great customer service? 2 things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm Dan Fouch, branch manager at Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow. Our office recognizes that football and retirement share more similarities than you might think. The head coach, that's you. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your finances. A successful retirement happens with support of a financial advisor, and that's where the quarterback comes in. A quarterback and financial advisor both pay close attention to the details and make the correct adjustments so that goals can be met. Call our office and speak with a financial advisor who can help you execute the plays to win in retirement.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Roll into a good morning with our warm toasted bagels. It's breakfast worth waking up for.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Hardee's, Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow, La Nacional Restaurant, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, McDonald's, Aero Safety, Applebee's, The People's Bank, TJ Regional Health, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. It's time for the Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up.
Bruce Tribune back here with you at Glasgow High School's Hank Royse Stadium, where the Scotties go to 2-0 as they win their home opener here this season over the Russellville Panthers by a score of 35-12. Russellville falling to 0-2. As we get going here on our Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up, we'll turn things over to Larry and Bruce. They're going to take a look at our final stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. Larry?
All right, Joe. Glasgow got the opening kickoff, could not do anything with it, lost it on downs as they mounted a pretty good drive. Russellville would return the favor on their next possession as they turned it over on downs. And that would set Glasgow up for their first touchdown drive of the night. They took the ball on their own 39-yard line with 5:25 to go in the first quarter. They went on a 4-play, 71-yard drive, took 2:13 off the clock. Jarek Martin took a 59-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum. And Jared Malagon kicked the extra point. Glasgow led 7-0 with 3:12 to go in the first quarter. Russellville again would turn it over on downs on their next possession, but the Scotties would have to punt as Russellville stopped them. And then Russellville would punt the football, and the ball was real low. It came out real low, and it hit one of Glasgow's players in the back. And Russellville recovered the football, so they took over again on their own 33-yard line at 7:43. But Kellen Stone would end that drive with his first interception of the night. That would set the Scotties up on their own 37-yard line at 7:23 of the second quarter. It only took them 2 plays to put it in the end zone. 2 plays, 37 yards, took 57 seconds off the clock. Cam Bull did the honors with a 37-yard touchdown run. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 14-0 with 6:26 to go in the second quarter. Russellville's next possession would start on the 29-yard line and would end with Jarek Martin intercepting the ball. That's Glasgow's second interception so far, but they could do nothing with that one as Russellville would take over Glasgow would take over and lose it on downs on that series. And then Russellville would get the ball back again, and Kellen Stone intercepted the pass again for his second interception of the night. That would set Glasgow up on their own 50-yard line at 3:48 of the second quarter. From there, the Scotties went on a 7-play, 50-yard drive, took 3:16 off the clock. Cameron Bull went over again for 8 yards out for the touchdown. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point. And at halftime, Glasgow led by a score of 21-0. Russellville would mount their best drive as they get the football back to start the third quarter. It was a nice drive. They took over on their own 10-yard line at 11:54 the third quarter. 11 plays, 80 yards, took 5:33 off the clock. Octavius McCage went over from 3 yards out for the TD. The kick was blocked, so it was the score was 21-6 in favor of the Scotties with 6:27 to go in the third. Again, Glasgow on their next possession would lose it on downs again. But Russellville, every time we lose it on downs, Russellville get it back. Kellen Stone intercepts a pass. He intercepted his third pass of the game on that series. That set Glasgow up at Russellville's 9-yard line. It only took 2 plays, put it in the end zone. 2 plays, 9 yards, 47 seconds. Cameron Bull with his third touchdown of the night on an 8-yard run. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 28-6. And we thought we had it in pretty good shape, but here comes Russellville right back as they take the ensuing kickoff on the 42-yard line with 1:50 to go in the third. It only took them 2 plays to put it in the end zone. 2 plays, 58 yards, and 1:03 off the clock. Octavius McCage taught a 58-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Hallman for the TD. A 2-point conversion was no good on a pass play, and Glasgow led 28-12. Next 2 possessions both ended in downs. As I say, we met our downs 8 times tonight. We lost it on downs. Either team did. After Russellville lost this one on downs, Glasgow would take over on the 41-yard line at 8:16 of the fourth quarter. From there, a 4-play, 41-yard drive took 1:07 off the clock. Ryder Heller with a 10-yard touchdown run, and Jared Malagon kicked his extra point, 7th straight, and it was 35-12. We would have 2 more possessions apiece. We had 2 punts and another lost on downs, and Glasgow wins it here tonight by a score of 35-12. For tackles tonight, a lot of tackles going on here. For Russellville, Brian Nowse had 1. Noah Stovall with 3. Octavius McCage had 2 and a sack of the quarterback. T.K. Darden led the way in tackles for Russellville with 6. Jamarian Gardner with 2. David Owens also had 6. Jarius Coleman had 2. Cadence Bertram had 2. Tyron Garvin had 1. Taven Harris had 2. Trishawn Woods had 3. Anthony Allen with 4. Sam Edge, a good night with 5 tackles. Evan Edge had 1. And Takato Johnson had 1 on the night for the Russellville Panthers. For the Scotties tonight, Jalen Bradley had 3. Trey Smith with 4. Kanan Allen had 3. Ryder Heller with 2. Jarek Martin had a good night. 5 tackles and an interception. Grayson Bartley with 2 tackles. Landon Martin with 1. Kellen Stone, a great night. 3 tackles and 3 interceptions on the night. Xander Contreras had 4 tackles. Stephen Garrett with 2. Brady Gary, a good night with 6 tackles on the night. Max Lee with 2. Justice Payton had 1, and it was a sack of the quarterback. And Kavion Massey had 2 tackles, and one of them was a sack of the quarterback. So the Scotties win it here tonight by a score of 35-12. They go to 2-0 on the year, and this being the 54th meeting, Glasgow goes up 30-24 over the Panthers all time.
Thank you, Larry. And while Bruce finishes up the stats, we're going to get Coach Garman in here. So if you'll give your seat up to Jeff real quick, we'll get his thoughts on this ball game here tonight, and then we'll get Bruce to take a look at the final offensive stats for you after we talk with Coach Garman. He's got a buddy with him tonight.
Yes, sir.
Who you got with you there, Jeff?
Got my grandson.
There you go.
Bentley Riddle.
What's up, Bentley?
Everybody knows him, I think, already.
Well, Jeff, I tell you, this was a hard-fought ball game. Russellville was a better football team than I thought they were going to be coming in here, and I'm sure you knew better than I did, obviously, but they put up a fight here tonight.
Well, they're big and physical, and you know, I worried about this game all week, and part of it was the heat. I knew it was going to be hot. We've had to alter our practice schedule this week, and I've tried to keep the kids as fresh as we possibly could. But also, we started school this week. And every school in this area starts about 2 weeks ago. So basically, they get this out of their system like during the scrimmage week. For us, it hits during the second week of the season. We started school on Tuesday, and I don't care what you do. It just seems like it's a battle. They're tired. Our boys are fatigued. They were fatigued tonight. It showed. to me, we just looked a step slower than we did in the last 3 weeks. But that's all right. I bet. But hey, give Russellville credit. They're big. They're strong. They've got a lot of older kids, and I thought they played well. But I thought we played well too. We had the game handled. And we were in pretty good shape there going in at halftime, 21-0. And I have stressed our boys too. You know, we're running a little bit different deal here this year, and our scores are going to be 35-14. I don't know if we're going to get up in the 40s and 50s with this team. You know, we're going to try to control the football and run the football and throw the football too with a short passing game and then an attack them deep. And I thought we did that. I thought we did that tonight up till when it was 21-0 playing. And when a team like Russellville, they blitz a lot, they gamble a lot, they're going to have some plays, and it's going to look, you know, kind of sloppy there. But then you're also going to get some of your plays too, and there's going to be runs. And Cameron showed that he had some big long runs, and you know that blitzing will only get you so far, and I just thought our kids did a good job tonight. But I thought it was a good experience for our kids. I think Russellville was a little more physical. I thought they played a little faster. They played a little more chaotic, a lot of blitzes off the outside, a lot more stuff that we hadn't seen. And it's a good experience for our kids.
You mentioned Cam Bull, Jeff. He, of course, did not finish the ball game, came over here with his shoulder pads off. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay. He's fine. He just got his bell rung there a little bit, but he's all right, and I think he should be good to go. But relatively, we had a lot of people get cramps.
Yeah. It's expected on a night like this.
And that's from fatigue. A lot of it's just fatigue. Their bodies are tired. And when you change your sleep patterns and you stay up and then you change and have to get up at 7:30 every morning, it makes a difference. And it caught up with them, I think, towards as the end of the week goes. But I kind of expected that.
You've talked about how good you think this secondary can be on your defense, Jeff. They now have 6 interceptions through 2 games. You got 4 tonight, 3 by Kellen Stone. He had 1 last week as well. So Kellen already has 4 interceptions through 2 ball games. What did you see out of your secondary tonight that allowed them to have that success?
My eyes don't lie. I've watched them all summer. I mean, they can all 4 or 5 guys back there can catch the ball. And they catch the ball really well. And they move really, really well. We've had a couple of breakdowns and let guys get behind us. I mean, Jarrett looked like he almost fell down over there and stumbled.
Yeah.
J-Boy, the guy made a really nice catch, jumped up over him. Jalen was right there with the play. But if we can just eliminate some of those big plays, that's not even counting the 2 scrimmage games where we played 2 halves, and we intercepted a couple of balls in each of those scrimmages. So those guys have some capabilities back there, and Kellen's really good at it. And at that safety spot, he has an opportunity in the middle of the field to intercept a lot of balls.
Jeff, you got Monroe County on the road next week. They got hammered pretty good by Allen County tonight. I think it was 40-0 or 40-6, something like that. But it's never easy to go over to Tompkinsville, is it?
It's never easy, and they'll be good to go. And you know, we'll see how we respond. That's going to be the interesting thing to me, is how we respond and how we can come back. And you know, we've played 2 games. We're 2-0, and I'm not going to make no excuses for it. I'm tickled to death with these guys, and I'm tickled to death with the efforts that they've given and what they've done. But I think it was a good lesson tonight. And I think the lesson was that each week, and if you go look at our schedule, can you name it to me for the next about 5 or 6 weeks? It's going to be Monroe. It's going to be Allen.
Right.
It's going to be Barron.
Yep.
It's going to be Adair. It's going to be Franklin. It's going to be Hart County. I mean, I'm not a rocket scientist, but those are 6 pretty good football teams we're going to play in the next 6 weeks. And it's going to tell us a lot about this team. And we've got to play smart. We hurt ourselves with some penalties tonight. I mean, we really did. Some delay of games, some didn't have illegal substitution. We hurt ourselves some, but we've got to do better, and we will. But these next 6 games, it gets interesting. Each week it's going to be tough, and we've got to get better each week, and we've got to go in with the mindset that we can play with these guys and just go do it. It's that simple.
Well, Jeff, congrats on the win. Congrats on 2-0. We'll see you next week in Tompkinsville.
I wanted to mention one more thing.
Yeah.
I really have been impressed with our special teams. Our kickoff team especially has played well for the last you go kickoff return. I think we've returned every ball that we've done so far back out to the 40, past the 40 to the 50. I think our special teams, our kickoff team has played really well. We pinned them down. Punt team, Canaan pinned a guy
that was a great
down
punt.
in the one.
Yeah.
I wanted to comment on those guys because they get overlooked a lot, but I think they've really, really played well, and I want to give them their props.
I would agree with you.
Thank you,
Congrats, Jeff.
Thank you.
Scotty head coach Jeff Garman, his ball club winning here tonight by a final score of 35-12 over the Russellville Panthers. And Bruce, you ready to roll with the rest of these stats? These are brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. Bruce?
We're ready to go. Thank you, Joe. Here's our Don Franklin post-game report. And these are your McDonald's stats for this ball game. The Scotties win at 35-12. Glasgow had 16 first downs, Russellville with 12. Scotties rushed for 196, passed for 120 for a total of 316. Russellville had 87 on the ground but passed for 214 for a total of 301. One turnover for Glasgow. We put it on the ground 4 times and lost one of them. Russellville had 4 turnovers. They had 1 fumble, got it back, but had 4 interceptions. Glasgow was penalized 10 times for 86 yards. Russellville 13 times for 110. Each team had 57 plays in this ball game. Glasgow had 57 offensive plays for 23 minutes and 30 seconds. Russellville had 57 offensive plays for 24 minutes, 30 seconds. Now we'll look at the individual stats here real quick. We've got a lot of them. Leading rusher for the Panthers tonight was Jamarian Gardner with 53 yards on 6 carries. He had a long of 29. LeBron Norris picked up 25 yards on 2 carries with a long of 14. 12 yards for Octavius McCage on 4 carries. He scored their lone rushing touchdown. Jarius Coleman had 1 carry for 3 yards. Karen Gray had 1 carry for 6 yards. Hunter Holloman, 2 carries for a -5. And Jacoby Temple Dickerson had 2 carries for no gain. Hunter Holloman was 18 of 34 for 203 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Jarius Coleman was 0 for 4 with 2 interceptions. Their leading receiver was Octavius McCage with 76 yards on 3 catches. He scored a touchdown. That was on a 58-yarder, so that made up that. He only had 16 on his other 2 catches. Noah Stovall picked up 43 yards on 3 catches, a long of 40. 41 yards for LeBron Norris on 4 receptions. He had a long of 14. Jarius Coleman had 3 catches for 24 yards. Jamarian Gardner had 3 catches. Gardner had 3 catches for 13 yards. Jacobin Temple Dickerson, 1 catch for 6 yards, and Cage Bolenbecker, 1 catch for 6 yards. Let me see. Jacobian Temple Dickerson punted 1 time for 23 yards, and Alex Arnold punted 1 time for 41 yards. Cameron Bull led the Scotties tonight with 35 yards on the ground on 19 rushes. He scored 3 touchdowns, had a long of 37. Hudson Gum picked up 31 yards on 8 carries, but you got to realize that was really 5 carries. He took 3 knees to finish the game. A long of 15, 23 yards for Kanan Allen on 5 carries. He had a long of 10. Ryder Heller had 6 carries for 7 yards. Jaden Bradley 1 for a -4. And Kellen Stone had I put 0 carries. He had to have more than
I believe it was 2, Bruce.
2 carries. Yeah, I just wrote a 0 down. It was 2 carries for a -2. Hudson was 8 of 14 tonight for 120 yards and 1 touchdown. He only threw 5 passes, 1 for 5 in that second half for 1 yard. So you could tell we were going to rush the ball to try to run the score out. Jarek Martin had 77 yards on 4 receptions and a touchdown, a long of 59. Cameron Bull had 2 catches for 23 yards, a long of 18, and Kellen Stone had 1 catch for 1 yard. And I missed somebody here on a reception, Joe. I didn't put them down. Let me see. Oh, it was I'm sorry. Grayson Bartley had 1 catch for 19 yards. I left his off these sheets. And Kanan Allen punted 2 times for 74 yards, an average of 37 yards with a long of 42. That's going to wrap it up for the stats here, Joe, on the Don Franklin post-game report.
And, of course, those stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. We've got one more break we need to get in here. Actually, before we go to the break, let's go ahead and take the break. Then we'll come back and tell you our Hardee's hot and fresh play of the game, also our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance player of the game. That's still to come here on the Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up. Glasgow wins it 35-12 over the Russellville Panthers, back after a 3-minute timeout on WCLD Sports.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT hand-breaded chicken sandwich.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Since 1980, Applebee's has been bringing great food and big smiles to Kentucky neighborhoods just like yours in Glasgow. Their extensive menu of delicious comfort foods has something for everyone to love. And Applebee's loves to support the community and cheer on the Glasgow Scotties. Remember to stop by Applebee's on any Scotties game night in your Scotties attire and get 10% off your meal and non-alcoholic beverages. Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's, just off Happy Valley Road across from Walmart.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow. If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Back here on the Don Franklin Auto post-game wrap-up, where the Scotties have defeated Russellville 35-12 to go to 2-0 on the year. We want to look at the Hardee's hot and fresh play of the game, and that was the 59-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum to Jarek Martin. It was the first score of the night for the Scotties. It capped a 4-play 71-yard drive, and Martin made a nice catch. Gum made a nice throw, and a 59-yard touchdown reception there for Jarek Martin from Hudson Gum. That is our Hardee's hot and fresh play of the game. You're getting a couple of different looks at it there on our live stream there on YouTube if you're watching us. So nice, certainly a nice play there between Hudson and Jarek. And also our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance player of the game. That is going to be Kellen Stone. Kellen had 3 interceptions on the night. That gives him 4 on the season. He also added 3 tackles. And Kellen Stone will be our Kentucky Farm Bureau Player of the Game brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. So that will just about wrap things up for us here tonight. We do remind you that our next broadcast will be next Friday over in Tompkinsville. The Scotties take on the Monroe County Falcons. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30. Our broadcast begins at 7. Again, we ask, this will be our first attempt to do a live stream from Monroe County High School from Tompkinsville. It's actually Monroe County Middle School. But we're not, we just never know for sure if those live streams are going to work when we go on the road to somewhere for the first time. So please understand that if it does not work, you can tune in on the radio and listen to the game, and then you can go back and watch a recording of the game. But we're going to make every possible effort to get the live stream up and running for you next week in Tompkinsville. So we invite you to join us for that. Lots of folks to thank once again who helped us out with the broadcast tonight. Let me get this pulled up real quick. On our field camera tonight, we had Brandon Jones. Caleb Saltzman was training on the field camera tonight. We had Will Perkins on the game camera on top of the press box. Nick Robbins had the ISO camera. We had Jonathan Clark on the board for us back at the studio. We appreciate the work of all those folks. Matthew Clark, our video producer, doing an awesome job as always this evening. And, of course, my partners, Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribune. Once again, your final score, Glasgow 35, Russellville 12. Scotties now 2-0 on the year. Russellville falling to 0-2. I'm Joe Myers. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Go Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. Brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Applebee's, Baird Private Wealth Management in Glasgow, La Nacional Restaurant, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, McDonald's, Aero Safety, Hardee's, The People's Bank, TJ Regional Health, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Joe Myers. Follow all Glasgow High School Scotties sports right here. Your home for local WCLU. A presentation of Seven Mountains Media Sports.